Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another session of Stories from the Seventh Shard. Now, with 50% more shit being plagiarized by Yoshi P.
God damn it.
God damn it, Art. I was hoping you would make a reference to that tonight, and God Almighty, I thought I was ready for it. I wasn't.
uh,
We know you're there, Yoshi P.
when we last left off with our adventuring group, Kato, Rowan, and Alize had traveled off into the desert surrounding Camp Drybone to let off a little steam, blow a few things up, teach Alize how to learn magic. Kato went to go see Bunja, and the three might have a girls' night. They don't know yet. Maybe.
No, the real might not.
Yedrin, meanwhile, underwent some strict training with Yurabe and Ashi, learning more about appropriate swordsmanship. Finished up some underwater training with her Hydra, and then after a touching moment with Fumi, is finally allowed to go to sleep. Works.
And now,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and now plans at some point to have like a late night picnic with the group.
Worksend has spent his day training, learning more about how to be, well, an appropriate dragoon, or rather, being trained properly how to be a dragoon. He finally learned how to jump.
Properly.
Without breaking his legs.
Dekwa, meanwhile, had a tender moment with her beloved Adol. Got to speak with the elementals who provided her with a reward on the condition that she plants oaks and pines intertwined together around the homestead, upon which a number of the fairies they brought back from Amphidor informed her that she was making a fairy circle around her compound.
Berries! Oh my god, work.
At which point, we return to Fiona inside of her home with a decision to make.
Putting you on the spot.
Not really. I let you know like 3 days ago I was going to open with you.
Yeah, but I still haven't been able to come to a decision.
At least I didn't do you like Works where I threw you into it and was like, choose a dragon.
Fair.
Choose a dragon. Which one's the coolest?
Well, this one smokes weed.
Basically.
Requisite or that he knew. Cat's not charging.
You know what? I think I'm just going to stick with the Void because in character, it's who she's more closely associated with on multiple levels. And out of character, I feel like getting involved with the first would be a bad decision to make when I'm still kind of on indefinite leave. 14.
Okay. Well, is there any way you want to say this to Estella and Skull, or do you just want to let them know it's like, I'm going to go with what I know?
Well, honestly, I think that'd be how Venom would say it, albeit with less hesitation, and
All right. Well, as you say this, Skull offers his hand out to you very quietly and motions towards the portal he made.
Leon takes Skull's hand and goes through the portal with him.
Anyone else imagining like the portal they use in Kingdom Hearts?
No.
Okay, just me.
Just
Wait.
you. Although I
Okay.
Portal. The fancy ass door.
No, like the portals of darkness the organization used.
Oh.
Uh,
No.
Okay.
At this point, Fiona, as you step through the portal with Skull, you find yourself looking around, and it's oddly pretty in a very macabre sense. As you look around the area, you can kind of see these various intersecting pathways twisting all around you, forming into these long cobblestone roads that kind of have arranged themselves almost like an MC Escher painting, but over this abyss that's overlooking millions of other different labyrinthian Escher paintings as well. The geometry of everything seems entirely out of whack to your mind. And no, I'm not going to say non-Euclidean because I actually know what that means, and it's stupid. It just means they built it on a sphere. Everything on this planet is non-Euclidean. um, it's very difficult to wrap your head around, but you're seeing these large like Gothic monasteries beside Greco-Roman monuments, just kind of stretching up and shooting off at odd angles. And as you continue to walk, you recognize, despite being in the void, you're unaffected by the Aether here.
Well, it certainly has its charm.
If you can get past the very confusing pathways.
Well, that's not too much trouble for me.
You suddenly feel a pair of hands come up behind you and cover your eyes.
Is this one supposed to guess who?
Maybe.
Well, the contact isn't outwardly harmful, so I guess it's not Timaeus.
At that point, you just feel a hand rustle your hair for a moment, and then you hear the flap of wings before Diabolus, or Han, however you want to refer to him, floats around in front of you. You're not exactly much fun when it comes to guessing games.
No, but no. Yeah, wow, my brain just completely blanked there. Shit.
Need to get you another cup of.
404.
Need to get you another cup of Death Wish.
Maybe. Might be good for me to get some tea though after my scene ends.
Okay. As Diabolos just kind of twists very slowly in the air, he floats into a more relaxed position. and you start seeing the rest of your void scent just sort of flutter forward, more or less ripping their way through the aether and just arriving in front of you.
Oh, everyone, it's so good to see you again.
It's good to see. Well, you're here, Agitar. Hey, it's good to see you too, lass. It's been quite a while.
Indeed it has. I can't help but feel responsible, but things have been quite strange. Over on my side.
Oh, we know. We keep tabs well enough. Don't think we wouldn't turn a blind eye to you, would you?
Oh no, of course not.
So, that's just the new one. Zorn don't talk much. At that point, Skull kind of coughs a little bit, and Han just waves a hand. Yes. Oh, don't worry about it, little puppy. We understand what she's here for well enough. Can you blame us for wanting to come and say hello? Yes, yes, I understand what you mean, Daboros. But I don't think it's wise to keep the big man waiting, do you?
Oh
Fair
no,
enough.
most certainly not.
At that point, Skull squeezes your hand a little bit and goes, though you all are very welcome to join us, just be aware of what we're walking into. At which point, he starts pulling you along, Fion, and while you're walking, the pathways ahead of you just stretch and twist. You end up walking past this giant cloud of darkness, pun intended. For which point you can see inside of it, there's this small cave-like area with a little balcony, and you see a woman with green hair kind of pulled back and wearing a black dress look down at you. She kind of gives a small nod and then waves her hand off at you.
Yeah, nods back in acknowledgement and carries on.
You can continue on, and the realm is confusing to say the least. One moment you're walking and it looks like you're on this maze, and then the next moment it's a straight path, and the next moment you're back in a maze, kind of like walking in a corkscrew downwards. For any lack of a better way to describe it, it feels like you're blinking through chapters of Alice in the Wonderland very rapidly, and then heading back into the real world almost. And it switches back and forth in very jarring fashion. Until finally you're standing on these marbled, checkerboard, patterned tiles, and they stretch openly in what looks to be a court. And a cathedral rises up in front of you, easily. It oozes decorum and power out of it, looking almost like a Gothic-ized version of the Taj Mahal. And Skull leads you on. He's okay. Just breathe. This is my father's dwelling. It took a very long time to figure out this path.
All right, I shall do my best to commit to memory.
I don't expect you to remember it, but I'm just saying. Oh, for my own sake. I had so many conversations. Oh, man. He leads you in, and as you're brought in, you feel Fenrir's presence at a full. It's no longer held back like it was in the on the source. It oozes and drips around you. It feels almost for a moment like you're suffocating in it before you hear his voice and that low growl. Do I smell my daughter-in-law?
Dion remembers to breathe, as Skull said, and replies, "Yes, it is I."
I can't do it. As you didn't think to let me know so I could prepare. Then there's a pause, and the presence starts to withdraw, coming back in until you're suddenly greeted for a split second with probably a 30-foot tall wolf nose peeking through a pair of doors. Then you hear a God's sake, why did I make this place? Then he shrinks very slowly, coming through the doors as it's still a colossal sized wolf, but at least one that's not unfathomably big.
Nope.
Dion is nothing if not patient.
He walks through, and as he does so, as he pads along, you can see the floor behind him. The checkerboard turns entirely black with every step that he takes until he finally gets close to you and kind of leans down and goes, "It's the first time I can look at you with my own eyes."
Let's listen to see you in this flesh as well.
I must admit, I'm pleased that you finally came and visited. Make yourself at home. No harm will come to you here. Father, well, I understand that you would have a guest. I ask that you remember that we are pressed for time, and this is a learning excursion, if nothing else. Can't a man have a little time with his daughter-in-law? Must you rush everything? Oh, you ever were the impatient child. And he laughs and he says, "Very well. What brings you here, Fion?
I wish to learn and become better connected with the secrets of the void.
Interesting. I do know. Now, while I do know some magic, Fion, I think a different teacher would better suit you once you've learned the basics. However, for the teachings that I have, there's a price I'd ask you to pay.
Ask it and it shall be yours.
He leans down and he presses his snout against your forehead and says, I would have my grandchild be safe, Fion. And as such, being they are unborn at this time and you are an adventurer, allow me to weave some magic to protect them and ease the burden.
As you wish.
He drops down until he's at level and he pushes his nose against your stomach. And then as he does so, he kind of nuzzles against it and says, I can smell them. A sweet, tiny heartbeat, free of any taint of the void. Now I'm sure no more perfect child will ever exist. And he starts chanting very slightly, and you can see these markings kind of slowly crawling across the massive white furred body of Fenrir and roll up, and they kind of roll around your dress and circle for a moment, pulling, and then you feel the weight in your womb leave. And then slowly dissipate, contained in its own protective orb of aether. And you can see the line of it is still connected to you before Fenrir looks at it, smiles, and then slowly brings it back to Skull. It can contain all of the nutrients and everything that your womb provides, Fion. So long as you live, the magic will stay in its place. In immaculate conception. You will not have to deliver the child. You will never show the pregnancy, but it is yours. And it will grow.
Incredible.
It will grow inside until it's time for it to finally be born.
incredible. I didn't realize magic like this was available.
Fenrir kind of chuckles and goes, "It's an old trick. Something that the nobility of our kind used. I wish it wasn't so closely guarded or considered such a luxury. But here we are."
Indeed. Would that my mother had access to this.
Fenrir picks his head back up and rubs his snout against your head again. There are many things that we wish. But until we teach you that, wishes will all that they'll be. At that point, he turns his head and goes, "Diabolos, or should I call you Han? Actually, daughter-in-law, how would you prefer that I refer to you?"
Well, I've been feeling for so long, I honestly cannot imagine being anyone else at this point.
If that's how you want to be known, that is how you'll be known. Diabolos pops up and he's like, "I kind of don't care. So, Theon, my Han or my Diabolos?"
Given the nature of things, I dare say you're both, but I'm rather fond of calling you Han. It's a lot simpler.
Then I am Han. Han Yujilane I shall be. Very well, what do you need of me, my lord? Fenrir just chuckles. Says, "Let's begin our teachings. First, we'll have to attune her, and it will be a process. And well, I am sure Skull will be happy to hold her head while we go through it. I need another pair of hands." At which point, Fiona, they take you into a back room and they lay you on a pedestal, and there's these various void lamps all around you. Skull, being trusting of her, hands your child off to Agitar to hold on to and cradle, who cradles it as if it were her own kid.
Wouldn't ask for a better godmother.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Skull's holding your head while Fenrir has reverted back to a more humanoid form, though you can see. You watched the Harry Potter movies, right?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh, all right. Did you watch the Underworld movies?
Nope. I'm not much of a movie buff.
Fair enough. He's an unturned hybrid lichen right now. I guess is the best way to put it.
Ah.
He's big, he's muscular, he's scary as all hell, but he's not furry. So he's kind of hovering over you, and Han, meanwhile, is hovering over you as well, and both of them are kind of sending these purple lights over you, and they say, "Just breathe deeply and focus. Let your mind empty out. Yes, what is it, baby?
Fiona nods, turns her attention to the ethereal light, focuses on it and empties the Jabal with her mind's eye, and then closes her eyes to reduce any sort of distractions.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I hear you, Opera. What are you doing? Oh, Fiona,
Yes,
do you have the spell focus feat?
I do.
You do? For which school?
Conjuration.
Conjuration? Alright. As they undertake this method on you, your aether is realigned. And there is a small round of quiet. And as soon as it's done, you gain 2 bonus feats. You now have Spell Focus Necromancy and Spell Specialization Necromancy.
Ooh.
Additionally, for the sake of this, all those necrotic damage spells that I gave you in the past, like Omen and the like, those are now classified as necromancy spells.
Okay. That'll be a moment for me to type all that up.
That's fine. And once they're done, you kind of wake up and you don't feel tainted or evil or anything like that. You feel more in tune with Skull and everybody around you, and you feel more welcome in the void. Almost like it's now part of you.
Interesting.
And on the last note, Fenrir looks down at you and he says, realize that the gift that we give you is not one given lightly. We trust you with our arts as you have proven to be trustworthy. And as you are family, we are trusting you as family trusts. Our circle is one of the more pacifistic nature of the void. We do our best not to harm others. And so we teach you our magic on the grounds that we hope you will use it to defend yourself and those you love, and not to hurt. Even though it will be tempting.
I'll be sure not to break that promise.
Then Fenrir nods a little bit and strokes your head. For now that you are aligned, Han can work through a bit more of the spellcraft in theory. When he's done, I'll see if I can't get you in contact with one of the other High Lords. One owes me a favor, though he may ask for a favor from you first as well.
Very well then.
Ow!
That hurt.
Sorry.
At which point, they all look at each other and they go, one last thing, when you get back out, you're going to be very tired. They sit around and talk for a little bit, and Han drills you through a few basic spells, just kind of goes back over what you already know. And then Skull leads you back out. And once you're back out into the source, not the source, back onto the 7th, you blink a few times, and it feels like you've basically just pulled 3 all-nighters.
Fion staggers and puts a hand to her head. Oh dear, I hope I'm not anytime soon.
Skull, meanwhile, has a little aether ball that he's looking at, and he kind of focuses a little bit, and you see him draw it inside of himself before he picks you up and starts carrying you to bed. Come on, we told you you'd be tired.
Right, just let me do one thing first.
Yes.
Fion puts a finger to her link pearl. Dakwa, I need to convalesce for a bit. Hopefully, I'm not needed for anything crucial. Otherwise, let me know and I will be at your side momentarily.
All right, Fiona. I think we're fine for now. So just rest, okay?
Oh,
Yeah.
you take care of yourself.
Skull takes you upstairs and lays you down. He's just like, just sleep. It's, he just tells her, just sleep. There are some people that, well, most people don't survive that.
I see.
The only reason.
I assume you made sure that I would before we underwent that.
Yes, of course. You're so exposed to me and everyone else that it was all but assured that you would make it through. The only way that something negative could have happened at this point with you is, well, if you were completely ill or already on death's door.
Well, that's something I'm glad of.
He
If
just
something else for that child's sake.
he nods and he just leans down and kisses you and says, "Go to sleep. Everything will be there for you in the morning."
Yes. Yes. And she just comes out.
All right, everybody. The following day rolls around and everybody goes back to their training.
Probably gonna be having probably gonna have left notes for everyone requesting to do like a get together later in the day sometime during the week.
Mm-hmm. Sorry,
Maybe
Kato,
leave a-
I did skip over you. Did you want to play out anything with Bonjour, or do you just want to gloss over it?
I'm good.
Alright.
Maybe.
So, Yedrin, you like walked around and like left notes at everybody's doors?
Yeah, basically, maybe if I had time, I'm set up an order from the bar / inn for some stuff for that night. They said late night picnic. Team get together. No more holding off on this.
Okay, so Rowan, since you took point last time, what would you like to do with your day if you don't go training with Alize again? You are muted, by the way.
Okay, maybe I didn't unmute myself. I thought I hit the where I thought I hit the button.
It happens.
It happens.
Okay,
Have I seen the note yet from Hunt?
Okay, there's no other way that I actually.
I would say you wake up and it's like on your front door, so or pushed underneath the doorway, so unless you're specifically ignoring it, I'd say yes.
Rowan's gonna look at the note and say, if I can make it to Ishgard and not be noticed that I left.
Already this team building exercise is going so well.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
Mwah.
Baby.
Susan's gonna be so disappointed in all of you.
Yeah, I haven't turned you down yet.
Sounds just like one of our team building.
I know.
Like how Fiona just said yes. So, okay, yeah. Touchy-feely time with the guy with the person with tentacles. Good fun. Just gonna go pack a one.
Oh
And get-
God, I'm sorry, Rowan. All I can think of is like that's a lot of people's fetish.
Oh, Ark.
He wasn't the only one
Brave
thinking it,
model.
but he said it.
We walked into that. I mean, it was like, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some lunch, pack it up, and I'm gonna look for Alize and see if she wants to continue training or if she wants to take a break.
Yes, please.
Oh, dear.
I'd like to go blow things up.
You're making me like you, and that's not fair. So we're gonna go back and do some more training.
Yay! By the way, I love this dress. You have excellent taste.
Well, thank you very much. I think I need something new, though. I might want to go shopping at some point. Oh, wait, I spent all my... Well, I didn't spend all my money on my guns, but hey. So, while you practice your, while you practice Fireball and Magic more, I think I'm going to play with my guns.
Just sounds good.
All right.
So, she says, I do have a womanly question for you, though.
You see panic just cross over Rowan's face. She's 14 years old.
Why do we wear the heels? They're so uncomfortable.
I like to be tall. And I...
You're an elephant.
I like to be as tall as I possibly can. What the hell? We could look for new shoes for you. Get you some boots, some flat boots.
I mean, I can use the boots that I had beforehand. It's just I've noticed a lot of women wearing heels, and I've never bothered to ask because I've worn them before. They're very uncomfortable. Just wondering why so many women wear them so frequently.
When I come across an issue where I can't walk, I just cast my fly spell and I'm good. But I do agree with you. You know, these things go in Splunkin', they're not always so great. But they might be awesome.
It's like, I understand that. I understand the makeup, and the blush, and the lipstick, and all that. I just never got the heels.
I don't know. But these feel like we should introduce you to one of Dak's brothers. He makes a heeled shoe that makes you feel like your foot is wrapped in a cloud and you have no idea you're wearing heels.
Really? I would be interested. I'd be interested in that.
Now, mind you, this man is like massively expensive, but those shoes would they feel like heaven on your feet.
Mm. Well, I've been hitting Arceus up for favors for the last year, so what's one more?
All right, let's go blow shit up.
Yes, please.
Before a hunt finds me, and we have to team thing.
Oh, the team things. Alphanode was always about those. Would go on and on about the unity of a man and everything else. Ugh.
I mean, from what little time I've spent with him, he just seems like such a blowhard, and I was actually expecting you to be the same. A pompous blowhard that does nothing but...
No. We're quite different. I guess that's part of the reason why I have so much angst. I should see a therapist.
You're a teenager. We just saw your grandfather and Bahamut. You're female. You have a thing for Lancelot.
Is that wrong?
Angst territory. No, I'm just saying. Angst comes with the territory.
Okay, let's go blow things up now.
Yeah, that's the best therapy I can say.
You head up to the desert, you blow shit up.
She blows shit up and I shoot up cactuses.
Mm-hmm. Do you notice you have like a small crowd watching you? Mostly like a couple of guards who are like, what? Yeah, whatever.
Oh no, they're back again. Send out the brass blades.
Backing away. Like, wait a minute. Isn't that the fire chick from Agents of Mayhem? Yep, backing away. She make herself look like I'm leaving.
Backing up.
No, just
Backing
they're like watching like what's going on. And they're like, okay, let's like set up like a safety perimeter, make sure no one walks in there by mistake. Oh, that cow is now well done.
Send her down to the Sangoli Desert. Go make some glass.
Oh, right, we could have done that one too. I just like Tribone.
Haven't you done enough to the U-Tribe?
What do you try?
Look, they bitches.
Wait, what did I do? You tried.
I'm teasing Dak.
It's teasing me.
I thought the M tribe was down in that Sangoli.
No, it was you.
That's you. M-Tribe's the ones in Alamigo.
Right.
So, Kato.
Buddy.
Yes.
What would you like to do with your day?
Wow.
Well, after spending time with Foons, we're probably going to head back to the homestead for a while.
I would like you to roll a fortitude save.
Oh, God, don't make me cough when you're doing that. Warn a girl.
Okay. Kato, you're a little sore and mildly hungover.
That'll happen.
Luxana, the cat is not here. There's no.
Yes, opera. Everyone loves it when you sing for them.
Cat is far away.
Opera's like, I know I could torture the dog. Dumbass.
Jumpy, we're gonna have words.
But anyway, yes, Kato. That's about the extent of it. You find Hunt's note. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No.
He's gonna take a nap.
Pretty much.
All right, you take a nap.
Rest in his own bed for once.
It's a good idea.
That, you know what? Fair enough. That if I was an adventurer, I would be like, I don't want to leave my bed for like 2 or 3 days, please.
You invest all the gold you have into like the best bed, so when you come home, it's like yes.
It's just like, hey, you guys got bedrolls? I got this. And just pulls out a small thing and expands into their own bed.
Works. What would you like to do with your day?
We're gonna go back and train Bahamut.
All right.
And grab some brownies. Because he doesn't worry about them going to his thighs.
A whiner, man.
Works. Let's be real. You're a dragoon. Your thighs are probably like Chun-Li thunder thighs at this point.
Dude, them thighs is thick.
Crush the man's head between thigh like Sparrow's egg.
Like I'm crushing cinder blocks between my thighs.
God damn. God damn it, Theo.
Like, and then just to top it off, you've probably got like the you watch TV or YouTube ads, right? Works.
Yeah.
The Liberty Mutual one with the bicycle guy, you've probably got like those calves going on just too.
Oh my god.
Oh god, no. No.
Look, Walks, appreciate the fact we're in the anime land, technically, so you probably don't have it quite that bad.
Oh.
It's just like massive calves and thighs, but like your upper body's not built.
Oh, he didn't skip leg day.
I said never skip.
What's that?
Have you seen the legs of a male ballet dancer?
Daryl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that.
Anyway, you go out and you have another training session with Bahamut. He basically kind of goes back over and re-reviews what Vishnu had to say with you. Vishnu does not join you again.
Okay.
And otherwise, it's uneventful, but you feel like you're learning more and getting closer. So, Dak, that leaves you. What would you like to do with the day? By the way, you did find the note from Yedrin. Works.
Ugh.
Or kind of like, all right. And kind of just goes off.
Wow, Yedrin, you're getting the cold shoulder by everyone.
I know!
No love for Yedrin.
Dak, you wake up and Adol is making breakfast.
Yay! Dak gets up, goes and hugs on Adol while he's cooking. Distractions.
Mm-hmm. It's he's making breakfast fajitas.
Oh hell yeah! I think I'm gonna go to Gardania today and see if I can't sell a few things.
Okay, sweetheart. Well, you take care. Yedrin left a note on the door, by the way.
Oh, what about?
Hands you the note. Apparently, she wants to talk and do some team building and get to know everybody.
I have a feeling no one is going to come. Why do I feel like that?
Oh no! At that point, he scoops up like some of the egg and pepper mixture with the onions and tomato and holds it up to you. I didn't have any zucchini. How's this?
It'll be fine. I don't always need zucchini. I'm just thank you for cooking. I don't think I'm awake yet.
He's like, I'll pour you a cup of coffee or tea, whichever you prefer, and then you can go have your day.
Can't Rowan find a guy like
Thank you. I really appreciate you. You're so good to me. You're too good to me. You're too good to me.
And I love you too, Dag.
Okay. Yeah. She's gonna eat the food because damn if she's not.
He comes back with a cup of what is essentially a Orsian Earl Grey, puts a sugar in it and a cream, and stirs it and hands it to you.
Yeah.
not stirred? Not kidding.
What, Rowan?
I think she was shaken, not stirred.
I'm gonna make a James Bond weekend soon, though.
Ooh, let me know.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she just takes her time, enjoys her breakfast, enjoys her company.
He cleans afterwards.
Damn it all.
God, if she wasn't marrying this man.
It's when you get married that it all stops.
That's a no. That's just his personality. He just likes doing shit like that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not like Dak wouldn't do that the same thing. It's just he got there first. Okay, well, she's, eats breakfast, drinks her tea, smooches the doll a little bit, and
You see, like, while you're eating breakfast, he's eating too, but he's playing with one of his hands, and he's like slowly focusing, and you're watching as like each digit goes from normal to basically being like Nidhogg. Like Nidhogg's like the talon and the scales and the whatnot. And he's focusing and he's like making a game out of it to see if he can make it move from one finger to the next without covering the entire hand.
That's an interesting trick you're doing.
I figure if I get more control over it, I'll be able to be more useful.
I think you're plenty useful, but if that's what you want to do, I'm not gonna tell you no. Works might get a little jealous, but...
Well, two different things.
It's still dragon related, and you know how he is.
I know. I want to figure out how Ark did his little trick, though. And if I can figure it out, I'm going to get him back.
Do you really need to get him back?
The dog gets like really quiet and he goes, sibling rivalry.
Yes.
Jack just nods her head. Yeah, all right.
It's not to be mean. Show him if he can do it, I can do it too.
I'm just worried you're going to get into a little tit for tat battle. And it's just going to be never ending. Then again, sibling.
Adol leans over and kisses your forehead and he says, I already won that. I got you.
Is this the part where I'm supposed to say I am not a prize to be won and be all huffy about it?
If you want to.
She like takes in a breath and puffs out her cheeks just for like a few seconds, and it's like, okay, there, I'm done.
That's why I love you.
In all of my strangeness.
To be fair, we're all weird.
Yeah.
What the hell you're talking about?
Whatever, eat another brownie.
Go enjoy your day. He says, I'm gonna clean the house up and get everything tidied. I didn't let any of the maids or anybody come in while we were away, so get rid of the dust and the like.
It doesn't look that bad, but alright. She comes up behind him and just like hugs him for a little bit and purrs in his ear.
He enjoys it.
Alright, I need to go and see if I can't auction off these airship plans or something.
Okay. You head off to Gridania, and where are you going to try to auction it off at?
Don't they have an auction house?
I mean, they have market boards, yes.
Okay.
Then they have the retainers vocate and all that. If you want to try to make a show of it, you could try to set something up at the theater.
Yeah. I'm not so sure I'd give a very good show so the amphitheater's out. Probably be better to do retainer vocate.
So you head off to the retainer vocate.
Mm-hmm.
And you get there, there's a tall Elizin woman, probably an inch taller than Rowan, and doesn't appear to be wearing heels.
Please.
And she just kind of looks down over the platform, down at you. Says, "Oh, hello. Are you looking to hire a retainer today?"
Yes, just temporarily. I have a few things that need to be sold, and I may or may not be always available to check up on them.
There's a blink, and she says, "Okay, so you just want to get rid of a few things. We could be able to just sell them here. What are we looking at?"
I have these. Well, we went ruin diving and found a few blueprints for buildings and an airship. She takes them out of her bag and do you want to look at them or?
She just holds out her hand.
Passes them over. The circus tower plans and the airship plan.
She just kind of... You say the words, and she just pauses and goes, "I'm sorry, what?"
These are the plans for a circus tower and for some airship plans that we found in Allegan Ruins. Tessa!
There's just this pause. You know, like half, like... You know that it's connected to the market.
Mm-hmm.
And you just see, like, everybody in the market just turn and look at you as you say this.
Maybe I should have went to the amphitheater.
And there's just this pause. They're like,
Dick kind of glances around.
And there's eventually a very large voice that comes through and goes, "Oi, vultures! Hold your horses!" And you see this bald, dark-skinned Rogadin starts to walk over, kind of brushing himself off, dressed in the normal scholarly attire, and goes, "Excuse me, did you just say that you had the plans to Circus Tower?"
I believe I did say that. Are you interested, sir?
Well, as the head of the Saints of Soinkarnak, I would be very remiss to say that I'm not.
Damn. Oh crap! Does that mean we have to do Circus Tower now?
I'm okay with that. As long as it's not fucking World of Darkness.
I was gonna say, hey guys, time for World of Darkness.
Fuck! Eat me! Eat me!
Oh my god,
No,
no.
just get into World of Darkness with Fionn. Fionn go like, "Daddy!"
Sorry, anyway. Sorry, I am just imagining Works doing the jump. Eat me!
What do you do that for? I had to get my spear back.
Yeah. Anyway, yes, we went into some ruins and we found these plans. And being an adventurer, I don't have a use for these. And, well, I figured someone would come across and need them more than I.
Says,
And it appears I'm right.
it kind of like taps his fingers together and he goes, "Okay. So, if I'm entirely blunt,
Mm-hmm.
we blew a lot of our money buying the last set of Allegan blueprints that came out that were fascinating to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
Can I offer
Nope.
you a deal?"
Nope. Money.
Everybody else to say.
I
No.
reserve my answer until after I've heard the deal.
We're trying to open up the Crystal Tower so people can go in. What if we give you exclusive rights to go in first?
What'd I tell you?
That's more money.
The rights to go in first doesn't exactly outfit my group with gear.
No, but it could outfit you with
More
far
money.
more than what you get for the blueprint.
You have a point. Do you have any gil that you could probably put down? Because promises of going into the tower if you open it or whatnot isn't really that solid. You might not open it up.
Well, I'm hoping the blueprints will at least tell us how to get past the gates. But it'll have to be translated and deciphered and all that. Kind of sucks his teeth and goes, "I could part with some gil. How much do you want?"
Here, I was going to say to offer.
You can tell he's basically trying to haggle with you.
Yeah. I'm here out of character. I'm here trying to figure out what would be an appropriate ask.
Couple million.
I mean, that one chica got a bunch of money off of the stuff from the ruins, if I remember right. For a bunch of money.
That's why the Saints are broke.
Aha! Right. Shouldn't have put all their eggs in one basket.
Well, they are one of a kind, so let's say 240k.
As if they have that much gil.
One,
my
Shit.
one of a kind, like a silver dasher.
No,
Oh,
you
God
started
damn.
$1 million and come down.
Oh my god.
God damn my internet. What's up with my internet? Anyways, I was gonna say,
I should have took Yedrin with me. Yedrin, how much is he worth?
Started 180.
okay, my internet no longer shitting itself.
No, it still is.
So I was gonna say,
It's still bad.
God damn it.
Do you have anything going on in the background?
Holy crap, man.
That swearing thing only works for me, Edrin.
Oh my god. Oh.
See where it goes from there.
See, there's 6 of us in the party. Oh god, no, I like out of character, like I don't want to lowball it. I don't want to highball it either.
You start like $1 million and you come down from there.
Or shut up.
I mean,
You always go higher than what you really want.
Ark, how much did what's her face get for her plans?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
That doesn't help us.
Again,
Start at
but
300k.
I will put it this way.
How did she get these?
I thought Rome was talking to us. To put it this way, remember, they were selling the blueprints of a spacefaring vessel.
Mm-hmm.
Like something no one else can really get a hold of right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a huge part of that.
Yeah.
Obviously, what you guys have are very desirable as well, but nowhere near as desirable.
So let's start at 300k.
500.
The random guessing on what the price is worth is going to be awful. That's why I was saying, can I have price checked with my eyes for?
Not really.
It's one of those kind of
you-
indeterminate things, you know?
It really isn't a determinate. For the sake of it, he goes,
You looked at it and you got a 404 error.
I can put down about 20 for it.
Mm-hmm.
That won't buy me my new gun.
You're not getting all the kill.
Make it 30.
You're like, should I eyeball that?
Make it 30 so we can split it evenly.
You can split 20 evenly.
There's
Mm,
6 of us?
6 of us. That doesn't split evenly. Well, I mean, if you're going off of thousands or whatever. Wait. Bleh. Alright. I'm going to highball you. I'm sorry, 30?
Roll a diplomacy.
There's a moment he goes,
Do you know what we had to do for these things? It's worth a hell of a lot more than that, man.
to be fair, you guys didn't really do all that much for those.
Shit, we did everything for those.
We did go and do everything.
I mean, in comparison to like some of the shit you have done.
Yeah.
Compared to what everybody else on the expedition did?
Which was nothing.
I mean, yes, you guys did a lot on the expedition, but the work that you did in say comparison to like going into Tamtera.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't get paid for going into Tamtera.
I'm trying to get you guys money for that, okay? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, we technically didn't get paid or like any prizes for like 2 or 3 jobs beforehand.
He thinks about it and he like looks down and he goes, 30 if I can look at it first for a minute.
1 minute.
Just to verify the authenticity.
All right, but no magic items that make copies. Look, I've been with some shady people, or I've met some shady people.
He holds his hand out for it.
This is it over.
And he sets it down on the table in front of everybody that's watching. And he goes, he's like looking over it. And he goes, okay. And he sits there and he looks over everything for a minute. Then he rolls it up and he just dumps a bag of gil into your hand.
Thank you.
Do we still get first rights to go in?
And he looks up, he does look up at the retainer bouquet. He's like, could you draw us up a contract, please?
Oh, yes, contracts. I like those.
You spend like the next 45 minutes signing over the 200 pieces of paper that basically give you clear rights to go in first.
Yes.
He just hands you the brick. I believe that's everything in order.
Yeah. I will make sure to keep this in a safe place.
Agreed.
Thank you for your business.
On an additional note,
No.
for that,
Fine.
airship blueprints don't sell very well. They'd be interested for certain collectors, but you might want to take that to the Ironworks.
I was debating that. And I think I will. Oh, that's going to take me another trip.
Well,
I'm sorry, Yedrin. I might be out today.
Hey, my picnic thing isn't until late in the day because I'm like, stuck training with Yarby for like until night.
Plus, also, it's like, I don't care, Tart. You're getting Gil. That's cool. Gil.
Yeah, but unless you're coming back at like midnight, there's probably gonna be time.
All right. Thank you for your time. Oh, I go back home and drop this off first. I'm sorry for wasting your time, ma'am. I might come back for another retainer at some point, though.
That's fine. It's not often that we have a something like that come up. To be honest, blueprints themselves take a long time to sell.
Yeah, yes, I imagine so.
Okay. She kind of waves you off and goes back to working through everything else. So, is there anything else you wanted to do, Dak?
I would like to go try and find the Ironworks, but I don't think we've been to where they are. We haven't been to Mordona.
Nope.
They're not in Mordona,
No?
where is the Ironworks? Mordona is the Splendors and like a bunch of events.
I think
thought-
they've got an outpost or
I
whatnot.
thought they had a
there.
garage there.
Not that I mean, well, I think they maybe, but I think the main base is elsewhere. I forget
It's-
where.
I think it's in that area.
To also be fair to you guys, Mordona hasn't been built yet.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, we were joking with like, haha, we built we built the Reverend's Toll or whatever first. Take that, Scions. I remember just making that
Does
joke.
anyone have any
Yeah, it's like, how do we even contact Sid?
Come on, internet. I'm trying to open up the wiki.
Aw,
How did you guys contact Sid? You didn't.
we didn't. Exactly. Oh no.
You looked at Zand and were like, Zand! She went, K.
You
Uh,
don't contact Sid. Sid contacts you.
I mean, yeah. It's true.
He hears about some shit going on and he's like, fuck it, I'm in. We didn't invite you. I
Airship
said
plans.
I'm in.
Airship plans. Slams door open. What?
You crazy son of a bitch. I'm in.
Anyways. Well, I guess I'll just have to take this home for now, then. I have to try and find a way of contacting a friend. Associate. Distant person I am aware of.
I will add one note to this. You do know that Zand went off with Sid, and you do have a way to contact Zand.
That is fair. Though I do have a brick of paperwork I should probably take home. Anyway, yeah, no, she'll
Paperclip, that's
contact.
held together with a dagger.
What?
Can't really put a paperclip on that, so you just stab it with a dagger to keep it together.
I don't know. She could have like the government staplers that we have,
Oh
where
my
it's
God.
like we'll staple stuff like that's 300 pages long.
Jesus
How
Christ, really?
big are those staples? Like 5 inches?
Industrial size.
About half the size of my thumb. They're
Damn.
they're big staples. They're thick too.
Have
Okay.
to be.
Well,
It looks like it looks like a salami slicer when you're pulling the thing down.
God. Anyway, Dax's gonna go home and put the brick of paper in her safe keeping area in her office,
Okay.
and then try and contact Sam.
All right. You hit the link pearl. Contact Zand, and you just hear a yes, hello.
Hello, Zand. I was wondering if you could help me with a little bit of information.
Oh, don't be so formal. This is Alexandria of the Ironworks.
Alexandria, where might Sid be?
She looks up, and you kind of hear like the rustle, and, like the tossing of some hair. It's like, Sid dear, you have a phone call.
What's a phone?
You have a caller.
Ugh.
At that point, you just hear ting 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 ting. God damn it, Wedge! I told you to put your fucking coffee pots away.
It's a bad time.
Coffee addict.
God. Wedge, it's in my shoe. Ah.
Dex just like she got her hand up against her ear, you know, the usual Link Pearl thing, and she's kind of like tapping her fingers on her forearm, just looking really concerned.
There's a moment, and then you hear Sid's voice, and he's like, "Yes, hello. This is Sid Garland of the Ironworks. How can I help you?"
Hello, Sid. This is Dekawatart. I thought you might be interested in these airship plans we found. To be fair, you're one of the only people I can think of that would appreciate them.
There's silence, like long quiet, and then it goes, what sort, like you can like hear like a quiver in his voice. What sort of airship plans?
It's like the rustle of
You're a receptionist.
rustle of paper as she opens it up. Like, is there anything like readable that I could tell him?
It's Allegan, it's enclosed, and like the one word that's translated that you can read off of it is high altitude.
Well, it's Allegan in design. I can't read Allegan script. I think it says high altitude. It looks to be enclosed. That's a different design than we're used to.
There's another like shaky voice. How many engines? Or thrusters, rather?
It's like at least 4?
It's a long pause. It's like, yes, I very much am interested. I'd like to see it.
Where might you be? I'm afraid I forgot to ask before we all dispersed.
There's another pause. You can kind of hear some rustling, and then you hear it's like but airships. Like someone's sucking on his ear, and then you hear that Alexandra comes back on and says, "Dak,
Yes, ma'am.
those wouldn't happen to be mine, would they?"
Nope.
I can't lie to you, ma'am. Yes.
Perhaps.
Dak doesn't like
Buy them and find out.
Wow.
I think that'd be a great way to die.
Yeah, really. I do not have a death wish.
She goes, interesting. You will give us a discount for selling me what is rightfully mine, right?
We're not selling it to you, we're selling it to the Ironworks.
And she works for the Ironworks.
But the Ironworks do not work for her.
Yet.
And I believed you were all right with us taking what we did from your tower there.
Oh, absolutely.
To be fair, I wanted to try and get the others some money. We've had some jobs where we haven't been paid for them. And I felt bad tipping them, essentially. To be fair, I would
look
be
in front of
selling
you, and there's like
kid.
there's suddenly a green screen in front of you.
What is this?
At which point, you see your gill purse just like float in front and open. And she goes, "About how much time did that take me to write? Because I'm pretty sure that's one of my designs. If you don't mind, please put the blueprint inside of the green screen."
Dak just kind of sighs and puts it into the green screen.
It disappears, and then Gil starts pouring into your pouch.
For bookkeeping's sake, how much are you giving me?
She goes, "I'm still calculating."
She's just holding her bag.
$1 billion.
Okay, that took me about 50 hours to create at my current pension. Blah, 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 da, 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 da. We'll call it an even 40K.
Yes, all right.
Can make it 42 to split evenly.
Can it be 42 to split it evenly? There are 6 of us.
Oh, take 48.
Oh, all right. Thank you for being so generous, ma'am.
Oh, most of this is a headache because I'm having to convert Allegan coins.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about translating the schematics. You can just read them.
Oh no, I'm just gonna throw them at Sid's head and let him figure it out.
You are a cruel taskmaster. But I'm sure he enjoys it.
Everyone gets 13K. Yeah.
I can't make it too easy. I'm supposed to be impartial.
No, I understand. Oh, this will be great.
Just kind of
Oh.
pauses. He goes, okay. Yeah. It's all good.
All right. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel like coming to the homestead at any time, feel free.
We're still setting up over on this end. It's interesting. Briggs, how many times do I have to tell you to not put your feet on the table? We eat from there. And Sid, put away the blueprints for the car. How many times? Finish one project before you go to the next.
What's a car?
You'll find out.
I'll tell you later. Jesse, we
Alright.
do not use physical abuse. Your words.
They hurt more.
I have to
Something a mother.
I have to go take care of the children. She hangs up.
Thank you. Mm. Oh boy. Well, that's gonna be fun. My week is complete. Well, time to go and split some money. Dad goes into her office. Damned if I didn't build a damn office.
Does anybody else have anything else they want to do, or shall we move on to trying to figure out who shows up to Yedrin's thing or not?
And whether or not Judrin can actually hold it right at the moment. Come on, internet. God damn it!
I mean, you're sounding better.
Yeah, no, you're sounding good.
Yeah, you're sounding pretty good right now.
Might be my uploads cleaving up.
I said earlier, like, do you have anything going on in the background?
He
If I-
he thinks his dad's PS4 might be updating.
Ah,
Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
no, you really can't.
Well, I'm gonna separate the gill into 13K bags for people.
Not again.
Aw.
Oh, I'm not muted.
I was ahead of time because I probably would have done it. If I bought like a bunch of like small foods and maybe a bottle or two from like the bar, and then how much? Because like I said, picnic.
You guys kind of own that, so they just don't charge you.
But it wouldn't be fair. It's like stealing.
I wouldn't really care about that. I just wanted to make sure.
Well,
I probably
to
wouldn't-
also be fair on that one, Dak,
Mm.
you pay them and you buy the supplies.
I probably wouldn't take anything overly worthwhile because I want the homestead making money because that makes us money technically.
It at least keeps the place running
Exactly.
without me having to put money into it.
Oh, so I forget, Orc. Look, I got that nice hat in Tamtera. What kind of hat was it again?
The what?
The nice hat from Tamtera that I took off the cult lady.
Oh, it was a tricone with a big feather.
Ah. I probably won't go with my dress. Might look cute on the plushie though. Maybe I'll give that to the plushie.
Yes. Yes, do this.
Even Pathfinder, glamour is still the true end game.
Yes. Jesus Christ. I guess at least I'll beep Yedrin and, say that I'm coming.
Okay. So
At the very least, Yedrin will have one person confirmed.
Yedrin, you have a variety of like small finger sandwiches on you. You've got like tiny finger fried chicken sandwiches with like little melted bits of cheese and wrapped in bacon. Then you've got turkey and Swiss with a mushroom remoulade. Then you have ones that are basically, the buns are the end pieces of cucumber. The interior is roasted eggplant with and these ones are bigger and they're wrapped in paper to avoid the mess, with a like eggplant parmesan inside of it. You've got like a nice little fruit salad hanging out, some ambrosia as well. And because of your past, they've taken strips of seaweed, dried them out until they're like chips, and then flavored them with salt and sesame oil.
Well, if no one else shows up besides Todd, at least we're eating well.
Damn right.
Well, Yedrin, you see what I wrote?
Lastly, because they keep asking about it, there is like 2 tins of brownies. One of them is like brownies with peanut butter chips in it, and the other one is like brownies with like an Oreo cream in the center.
Yeah, like I said, it's gonna probably be later in the night, and I am gonna just straight up set up like a picnic, probably near a tree near the pond or something. Probably even have my dress, although I probably have my sword with me.
Ladies with swords and dresses. Not complaining.
I'm not gonna leave my weapon anywhere I can't reach it. Like I said, it's gonna be a matter of when he shows up. I know Todd's gonna show up because they pinged me earlier, even if I was probably in a bit too much pain to pay too much notice. And then I guess it goes to the rest of the party. Who shows up, who doesn't?
I have your gill. If you want it, you will show up.
Free food, bacon included. But this totally just a lure for Rowan. Like, no one else, it doesn't matter if they like bacon or not. There's bacon here, and it's just for Rowan.
It's bacon for Rowan, brownies for Walks.
No, the brownies are for Bahamut.
Either which way.
Let's see. What else would they have prepared for you guys?
Hey, I had my break-in. I had my bacon on this weekend, so we had really nice eggs last night with bacon.
Yedrin, for the last thing that they made for you guys, just because it's like a little picnic, they cut open a big French baguette, toasted it, rubbed it down with butter, and then made you guys like the grape and pecan California style like chicken salad. So you're just sitting out there waiting for people at this point.
Getting comfy, setting stuff up.
Orc comes back from his training. What smells delicious?
Guido just rolls up with his bedroll and pillow.
Isn't that when you would come alive? Oh wait, never mind. You always sleep.
Kyle shows his bedroll and pillow.
Now you're in the middle of the fucking night. I'm gonna be comfy, goddammit.
Kyle comes out of his bedroll and pillow. But Kyle, you're not on watch tonight.
Oh,
You
the old joke.
Yeah.
and that's paddling in the knee.
Yeah, probably probably waves down, walks in, waves hello to Carlo if he's approaching.
Rex walks over. It's like, starts making a play. It's like, yes, I will grab you some brownies. Calm down. God, needy dragon.
Make sure to leave stuff for everyone else, because
I'm not taking everything.
I just wanted to make sure. Sometimes training does real stuff to your metabolism.
I'll say Alize and Rowan return at this point, unless Rowan literally just decided, I'm going back to Ishgard.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Rowan returns.
Well, don't sound so excited about it.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Teleportation noises.
Rowan, you come back and you see Hunt, Works, and Kato are kind of sitting around this picnic basket, and you see like a big tray of like fried chicken and cheese sandwiches wrapped in bacon.
Rowan sighs and walks over. Gotta do this. At least they're giving good food.
We're gonna have a team building exercise. There's free food. All right.
Where do I get the free food?
At the end. Damn it.
It's like going to a business meeting. It's like, at least there's donuts.
So wait. So hold on. Hunt is Squidward confirmed?
I've never watched SpongeBob.
There's going to be a raffle, and yes, you have to be present to win.
My whole thing is I just imagine like everyone's mood for this is like, it's like the business meeting. It's like, oh, at least there's gonna be donuts, and like, but remember, Greg's gonna be there, and Greg can eat an entire box by himself. Shit.
That's why we have the Greg box. He's only allowed to eat out of that box.
People talk loud when they're not smart, right? Works correct!
Maybe we should just play so quietly no one can hear us.
Okay, so are Dak and Fiona showing up?
Do you want to say we had like a little spell session?
Sure.
I think she was asking Fiona.
Yeah, I was asking
Who is
Fiona.
muted?
Who's muted?
Mutato.
Oh god, I forgot to unmute myself this entire time.
Aww.
It happens.
Number of times
Yeah.
the number of times we have heard Rowan specifically shout about that.
It's cool.
At least I wasn't actively involved, so it's not like...
So do you want to say that Dak and Fiona had the little spell session, so you got some spells?
Yeah.
And then we go to the little meeting together.
Yeah.
You and me can go over what I have that you want at some point.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, so you have all arrived at your little meeting. You're kind of gathered around. Yetrin has put out a picnic blanket, and there's a couple of picnic baskets with food inside of it for you all, letting you take your pick.
Theon brings Skull on bye.
Wouldn't care. He's basically part of the team. We'll say the same thing for, like, Date.
Yeah, I would totally bring Date. No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, it's like victims all spread out. The agent's actually in a dress, or like I said, they still have their sword. Just scooping unarmed.
Yedrin's wearing a dress.
Yeah, I've had them for a while.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, a bit more on character. Happy everyone could make it. Sorry for spinning this on everyone, but been thinking of doing this since since it was brought up on about it. How to face this? It's rough seeing everyone as more acquaintances because we never really do anything together besides jobs. I mean, sure, everyone's got like some friends in the team or whatever, but
I don't know about you, but I can only put up with the same people for so long.
the thing is, we never really put up with each other except on jobs. We just end up splitting up and doing our own thing for entire vacations.
And that's as much of works as I can handle.
Oh, fuck you too, Kato.
Can we not fight?
I'm not sure
It would
if
be
this...
better to.
This is how you know we're friends.
Oh.
Do
You were
carry on,
saying-
Yedrin.
No, you were saying, Fiona?
Perhaps it would be better to learn how to better tolerate works, so that you can function better on the battlefield as well as be able to tolerate. each
What do you
other
mean
for
tolerate
longer periods of
works?
Let's
Gotta mute.
I'm
This is
not sure
tolerate
what-
work stuff. We've been together for this long, you guys still can't tolerate me?
No.
time. That's only what Kata said.
Yes.
You know, to be fair, we know more about each other, well, with the exception of Kato, than we do about you.
Wait, one more time?
To be fair, we know more about Works and everybody else, with the exception of you and maybe some Akato.
Saying that.
That is fair.
Keep in mind that was directed to Hunt.
Oh,
I mean, I've given you most of my life story at this point.
You kept so
indeed
much.
she has.
Everybody else was pretty much a semi-open book. Well, okay, minus Fiona, but we all kind of figured what was going on with Fiona and just let it be.
Skull's like, Deck held
To
some stuff from us.
To some extent. So,
I mean, fair enough, I kept a lot of stuff from you guys. I haven't really even got in depth on anything, but there's not much to go in depth on. I spent a long time just drifting through life in general.
no, but see what I'm saying here is I'm not saying that I'm not saying anything bad about it. It's you want to have a team building situation here, and you know you're the one that the team knew the least about for the longest time, and I mean personally myself, I didn't trust you for a long time.
I mean, fair enough. And there's no issue with not trusting me. I'll admit, I am not a trustworthy person. But this isn't even so much getting to, like, know each other's past. This is just... Look, now you say it on the boat. Wait, was it you or was it Todd you mentioned, do I even consider you guys friends? It's not even friendship of knowing each other's past. We sort of worked a lot of that out because we keep getting caught up in each other's shit. It's...
Yeah. Not required, but it's not work together.
Yeah, it's more knowing each other more as people. Maybe past factors into that, but like, let's
We're
be
not
honest.
Hair. We're not going to sit here and braid each other's hair.
No.
Well, I don't.
that's
Well,
why-
I mean, Works just runs his hand. Like, you can't even braid my hair anymore.
Like, yeah, did you hear Fumi like it go? Oh, I was looking forward to braiding everybody's
No.
hair.
Dak actually like takes a piece of her hair and kind of runs her fingers through it. It's like, kind of wouldn't mind.
But you don't necessarily have to braid each other's hair. Just even just having dinner, sharing some stories, maybe, or just like talking about, I don't know. Oh, see any hot guys lately? Anything.
Yeah, right here in front of you.
Walks, Walks, I gotta admit, at this point I can't see you anything less than like a little brother or something.
Wow, I've been demoted to little brother.
I'm sorry. That is out of character. That's hilarious because Yedrin is like almost the shortest. And Works is like almost the tallest.
Well, Yadrin would be used to having Alra brothers, so...
Yeah.
Not as much as one would think.
It's just funny.
Little brother. Just because you hair ordered me doesn't mean you know I need protecting like a little brother does.
Skull goes, hey, at least she didn't call you little son.
And plus, it's not little brothers in Eureka, it's little brothers in... Is the little brother supposed to be Badigon? Am I like mixing up family dynamics? I've never really gotten into those.
Yeah, you're barking up the wrong tree.
If Cha Cha has any indication, then yes. Bratty little brothers.
It's not even so much bratty as it's
Impulsive.
impulsive. Thank you.
Sometimes frustrating.
We're all frustrating in our own ways.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. I'll give you the impulsive, but I'd rather be impulsive than sit there for 10 minutes trying to figure out, you know, what to do, and then you don't do it. I just go and fucking do it.
That's fair.
I mean, fair enough. It's just. I mean, I overthink things myself.
I think we all have that problem.
I
Yeah.
believe... Go on.
No, I just said nah. Works is fair one.
Well, this is precisely what Yedrin's talking about, is it not? Where your swiftness and strong-headedness could be a boon in some cases. In others, it would be best to let someone think out a solution.
Why do you think I don't even do anything when it comes to you know anything that involves talking to literally anybody with a seated position?
Not quite what I meant, but we do
Okay.
need to
You remember
work
when you
along with each other's strengths rather than just acknowledge.
I mean, do we recall a time where two of us almost killed everybody because, hey, somebody wanted to break in and grab something, and somebody else wanted a spear that melted his face off?
Dex just kind of like opens her mouth, stops, opens her mouth.
Not my best moment, I will admit.
Rowan,
But did you die?
What kind of?
I don't think you have much room to talk. You almost got Gridania crusading against us.
There's a moment where Works says, "But did you die?" to like Fiona and Dak. And Skull and Adol both just like look at him and go, "I'm sorry, what?"
Oh, hush, they're alive. Doesn't matter now.
No,
Because everybody has to all the time always protect Fiona and Dak. Fiona and Dak. They can't take care of them. Ark and everybody's gonna run into danger because they're gonna do something because they can't control that emotion to go out there and protect little Dak.
Dak's ears just start
both
pinning down, and she starts
both
kind of
Adol
drinking.
and Skull look and go, "Rowan, we would protect you too, but you stay out of danger."
She doesn't want you protecting her. Trust me, I tried.
Okay, 1, yes. 2, that last one when we got separated, I swear to God, I thought Ark was going to lose his shit and everything we went rushing in. Granted, we made it out because they kicked a lot of ass, but they all went off half-cocked, and I have no idea what Dole was like, but I know Ark was all half-cocked and getting out there, and if he came across Dak being hurt, then forget it. We would have had Primal Ark kicking in place because for some reason, you guys don't seem to think Dak can take care of herself.
Adal was able to keep himself well restrained, even though he had more of a reason not to than the others.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Tart was with you guys on your side, though.
No, Tart was with. But yeah, Tart was
No,
with.
I was on your guys' side. No,
Yeah.
Ark was worried about Adol.
Oh, that's right. But still, Ark has done that in the past, so I apologize.
Yes.
He and Adol both got pissed off when Dak almost died the previous fight.
Yeah. I admit I do stupid things, yes, and everyone does try and protect me, and I'm sorry.
To be fair, when Tart gets upset, everybody gets upset.
Also, to be slightly fair, whenever Todd does something dangerous, it's usually to try and save someone else.
Plug it back in.
Because let's be honest, we all get into pretty deep shit pretty often on adventures.
There's a pause and Skull goes, "Rowan, if I can be completely fair with what you just said, yes, a lot of people have the protection instinct with Dak. A lot of people have the urge to respect or confer with Fiona, but everybody's attracted to you. It seems everybody has their own little thing that draws everybody else to them."
Plus, nobody here blows stuff up as good as you do.
That's
So
not.
everyone has something that draws them to you. Yeah, it must be nice.
Oh
Works. Works. Even you have something that draws everyone to you, even if it is a.
Yeah, the desire to smack me, apparently.
Walks, if we didn't like you, we wouldn't be sitting here.
Okay, again, we're missing the point. The point is not. The point is that even our strongest fighters, Ark and Adol, when because he is a good fighter and a damn person on your back,
He blushes at that.
they all become a little irrational when Fiona becomes dangerous, and that's cause a problem. I mean, no, Works is 100% right. He's tried to come and rescue me from things, and I've blown shit up and didn't need him. I'm not saying that I need somebody to watch over my back. Obviously I do, but I'm not saying I'm expecting anybody to go crazy over it. But what I am saying is that we all have our thing, and that's one thing when we're all together that you guys have to figure out how to control. I need to control my anger, and I do have foot and mouth issues like Works does. You would have been damn proud of me with with the Holy See and everybody there. But anyway,
Can I get you to roll a perception before you continue to the next one?
no, because everybody's mad at me now because I'm saying
No.
No.
We love you, Rowan.
We do.
You know it. Even if you say mean things.
I'm not saying mean things.
No, I know you're not saying mean
Mean
things. You're
things.
saying very true things.
Saying very true things.
Bion shakes her head at the
Oh.
thought of
Nice.
what the
Nice.
Ishgard might have
Damn.
done. Also, yeah.
With
nice.
that natural 20, Rowan, you feel a very slight weight on your shoulders, and you can see that Yedrin's shadow has kind of stretched out a little bit, and you're just kind of being held.
For me.
It's gonna burn. Fire, light, shadow.
It's
Well, that-
it's stretching, but you can see like the shadow is still like kind of around you a little bit,
Why
Like-
is this shadow?
and it's comforting. Oddly, like it's
No.
it's somebody is like the feeling that you're getting off of it is this is someone who is accepting you for everything that you are.
Still touching Rowan without her permission. I think she's mad about that.
It's
Hey.
called consent, bitches.
I don't think a spirit of loneliness knows much about that.
Mmm.
Oof.
Big oof.
Big oof.
Definitely is a big oof.
Hunts, control
Yeah.
your shadow. Do I look like a person who is a huggy feely person?
Nah,
There. Yeah?
You look like it? Maybe. Are you now that we know you? No.
honestly, Rowan, you probably could afford to be at times.
Fumi,
It's okay.
Fumi just withdraws.
I was gonna say, sorry, Rowan, enough. Fumi's getting a bit more interested in.
Look, I'm not attacking anybody. I'm a smack works later, but that's a different story.
Yeah, it's
And also well
expected.
deserved.
Bored to be hugged more? What the hell is that supposed to mean?
It's adult.
You
like,
don't let anyone in, like ever.
You would like to.
Your guard is like perpetually up at all times.
You just hear Dole go. Mm-mm.
Hey! If we're all getting stuff out, you might as well get it all out.
I'm
That's
saying
something we should refer to a professional for.
Adole just goes. I just don't agree with you. Rowan will let people in. I think it's just a matter of
He has to choose to.
Oh.
yes.
I
but
guess that choice was pretty obvious with me then. Okay.
works. You're getting so defensive. That's why everyone's closing up.
Let your ass in. What the hell are you talking about?
Every time you were upset, I try to be there to help you, and like every time,
Can't handle emotions. I can't handle losing emotions. I was never taught that. I was taught control. I was taught hold back because my fire burns on my emotions. Do you not recall when I kissed you down outside of the Dawn Throne, where I burned your face off?
and was I upset about that? No.
You might not have been upset because there was somebody there to heal you. What if
I
somebody?
would-
I let people. I try not to be emotional. I try not to be touchy-feely with everybody because if I lose control, if I get upset, or like I am right now, and you can see Rowan's eyes are smoldering now, then someone's going to get hurt. All I was saying to start this whole thing off, since we're having this conversation, is we need to learn what we need to control, and we need to know that we need to have everybody in this team know that everybody can take care of themselves. I mean, hell, what's Dak's nickname? The Decapitator?
To be fair, I did not pick that name.
No, you didn't, but you earned it.
I
And you
really
earned it.
don't see how I earned that.
You beat it out of a bunch of people and won. And people need to take that into account, that you don't always need to be protected, and they need to watch their backs, and everybody needs to stay calm and rational during fights. I.e. works, not running in ahead of everybody so that nobody can come in for a while to take care of him when he needs it.
I'm sorry, that's like my whole job is to be on the front lines.
There's a difference between being on the front lines and being so far ahead that we can't catch up to you to make sure that we can keep you safe in case, oh, I don't know, somebody drops a freaking bomb on your ass.
I was a little bit more reckless in the tournament because there really wasn't any permanent consequences to me getting hurt.
But see, that's the thing, though. The tournament was not just a place for you to be reckless because there's no death on the line. The tournament was still a place where it was a team event, where you should have been with all of us so that we all could have been in the same place and not have to rely on Hunt and her axe to win everything.
Well, I wasn't relying on Hunt and her axe to win everything because I was trying to win it.
Oh, but see, that's the thing. You were trying to win a team event.
I was trying to do my part.
Your part got you kicked out sooner than necessary.
Okay, next time you can go ahead. I'll sit in the back.
I'm supposed to stay in the back because I'm a caster and I can take shit.
Yes, and I'm beefier and I can take the hits.
We're arguing where we're supposed to be having a conversation, laying things out, and I'm laying them out as I see it. And if I sound aloof, if I sound far away, I'm trying to be objective. We just came out of a really tough situation, and it's only going to get worse. The dragon wars are in full effect up north. And I might even leave to go and deal with that if we cannot find a way where we can focus on these strengths that we have and kind of minimize the things that we don't have strong. To be a team, we have to be a team. It's not Works running in and winning it for everybody. It's not having to fall back and let Hunt win it for everybody. It's all of us walking out of there together, not getting picked off one by one till there's only one person left.
Then we all walk out together and get hit at the same time.
Skull just kind of is like, I don't think that's her point.
Yeah, okay, the Midnight Haunt. I went out there and I got my shit kicked in. But you know what I did? I took their entire team and had them focused on me, where you guys could figure out where they were.
And you went and did that, and we couldn't get to you as quickly as we should have because you were so far ahead.
And I still held on through their first barrage.
Okay, what about the swords? Every time
they were a better team than us.
We weren't a team. It was you trying to show off.
I wasn't trying to show off against the swords. They picked us off one by one with minimal problems.
You have a hero complex.
Yes.
Hello.
They still picked us off one by one.
I'm not just saying that. Mr. Every muscle in my body blew up. Hero complex. This is a team. There's not only going to be one person.
Well, in case you haven't noticed, I don't exactly feel like I pulled my weight in the team.
And you think I always feel like I pull my weight around here?
You blow stuff up! I don't have that power. I poke things.
Most of my strong abilities were useless in the last fight. So do you not feel that I sometimes feel like I'm in a jar?
I can't even use most of my abilities without a drawback to them. I can't use any of my magical abilities.
Skull pipes up again. He goes, "Works."
I have been working on that.
No, I'm just saying. Remember how I felt back in Kugane? It's
Don't you think I'll have had that inadequate, especially next to like massive?
I think yes, I think everybody here has felt that way at some point or another. It's just
But that's everyone at some point. This is me at a lot of points.
that's me at a lot of points. Works, think about it. You keep getting stronger. I don't. I was.
Oh
Think
shit!
it-
You gotta go to bed.
Think about where I was in Kugane, and then where you were in Kugane. Think about where you were in the tournament and where I was at the tournament. I was still the wolf that you met back in the Sagoli Desert. Oh, I'm sorry, outside of Ulda. No one here thinks you're worthless, Works. We do think that you're impulsive and that you try too hard to prove yourself when no one here wants you to prove yourself.
I prove myself because because that's how I grew up, having to prove myself every single day.
And
And
then
I mean quite literally every single day I had to wake up and prove myself.
Workson,
And now I'm finding out I wasn't even properly trained as a Dragoon. They gave me some half-assed training just so I can probably go out there and die.
Workson, you don't have to prove yourself to us.
Oh, but I need to prove myself to me.
You finish your chore.
Kato would like everybody to roll a perception check.
I was asleep.
No, this is too good for him to be asleep.
He's writing notes.
No, you'll see his hands turning into fists. Very, very tight fists.
Oh no.
Fumi's gone back to Yedrin at this point.
Hide, little one. Stay safe.
Is somebody clipping their nails?
Oh, I'm sorry, that's me.
Like, what the hell was that sound?
I know exactly what that sound was. If you two are going to fight continuously, maybe you should go back to living together.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Ooh. Oof.
To
No,
be
he's not
fair,
wrong.
If we're gonna,
Go ahead, Ron.
if we are gonna keep fighting like this and not taking this as the constructive criticism that was brought up, so that we could work better as a team, then I will join the fight against the Dragonsaw War.
Dole does look up and go, Works, I haven't known you very long. Well, I'm sorry, I've known you for about a year. But can I point something out that I don't think you've realized?
Sure.
This group and everyone here, we're not Ishgard. You don't have to prove jack shit to any of us.
Sometimes
Not
you just have to let
hard.
things go. I know this more than anyone.
But I know you guys aren't Ishgard, but like that's what I grew up knowing. And I keep proving myself I keep trying to prove myself all the time because I grew up being told I was worthless. I didn't deserve to live. I grew up with that every day of my life.
And if you don't move past it, we won't be able to move past this.
I keep trying to move past it, but like every time I start feeling like I get ahead, I knock myself back 2 spaces.
Works. Roll perception.
You don't try to move past it, Works. You bring it up all the time. We all heard the stories.
Works. You suddenly hear in your head, finally, and it's Bahamut, and he goes, Works, I wouldn't let you have been what I am to you now if there wasn't some value in you. You have to let it go.
Alright. I will try to move away from that past life.
And that's all we can ask of you. Thank you.
But I can't do it by myself because
Well, then ask for help.
that's something I get used to too because I'm used to doing everything by myself.
Skull's like,
I-
Works, you've been working with everyone for 2 years. How is this still a problem?
Working with everyone and actually working with everyone are, we fight together well. I don't think we're a cohesive unit that synergizes with each other's abilities. I mean, we're the Agents of Chaos for a reason because, we pull out this god tier level bullshit that somehow makes things work.
I'm just like gonna
But see, we shouldn't have to pull out some god tier bullshit. Yeah, we have access to it. But we have a team that's a really kick-ass team. And we have to stay that way. Otherwise, who knows what's going to happen next? It's only going to get harder from here. We need to stay closer.
We can't rely on, me or Skull's dad or Ark or my family or
my dragons.
Everything that's going on with y'all is weird. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out here. Y'all are weird. I don't have room to talk, but at least I can explain most of my shit.
I
Was
would
this
happily be able to
Skull
explain
or
it, but I don't want to put you all to sleep.
was that Skull talking?
That was a doll.
That was it all.
Okay.
I mean,
Don't
they get
say
no.
no.
I was gonna say, can get no arguments here on there. A lot of our
Weird.
stuff's yeah.
Too hot.
It's like, and trust me, I love you all very, very much. You all are definitely a second family.
Dysfunctional family.
Families are meant to be semi-dysfunctional. I've yet to meet a functional one.
Adol's like, even my family is dysfunctional when you break it down to all, everything that's going on in it.
Well, statistically speaking, when there's that many people, there's going to be some dysfunction.
He nods. It's like, oh god, do you know how bad of a middle child syndrome my brother has?
Yes.
Aren't you
I do.
all middle? Don't you have 60 middle children?
Yes.
Could you let me pick a sticker, Mommy?
Work.
You did-
I'm gonna tell you something that my sister once told to me.
You have a sister?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, that-
We
Why?
knew you had a brother, but
If
And
you
we need-
always view yourself as insufficient, that is all you will ever be.
I was told once that when you feel like you're good enough, you stop improving.
I'm doing this until I earn that.
How true that is, I don't know anymore.
it's not true.
I always thought if I was happy where I was at, I wouldn't need to try to get better.
Another huggy. Good night, Bug. Mwah.
Oh,
Difference between getting complacent
Oh, please.
Nope.
with your abilities.
It's very possible to be happy with your strength, yet continue to seek to improve. It's less feeling like you don't need to do anything more, and more being like, how to put this? Anyone have like a good way to put this?
Look, when you stop learning, that's when you become stagnant. That's all they're saying.
There's a difference between seeing room for improvement and seeing where you go wrong.
Right, you're seeing failure. You're not seeing the good things that you've done. You're not a failure in any way, shape, or form. And this was not meant to just bring out that conversation.
If you wanted to talk about how we all fail, we'll probably be stuck dissing ourselves for the next forever. Instead, this is about to be how we can all be awesome together.
Exactly.
Well, my only ability is to be on the front line and poke things really hard with a stick.
Then poke things
That's
hard.
that's not your only ability, but
Okay, I can poke things with a stick in various ways.
And you're
Yeah,
damn good at it, so poke them harder.
Yes.
I think what you need to do is you need to have someone with you. Yes, you can run ahead, but run ahead with a partner. Take Yedrin with you. Take Scotch with you. Take
Well, I mean,
Kato with you.
Well, okay. The problem is we usually wind up fighting multiple enemies, across a wide, arena. And I really would not like to have, them get behind us and flank us.
That has been a constant problem, we'll admit.
So yes, I would love to be up there with another, frontliner, but it's really hard when there's only 3 of us.
Scotch can move faster than all of us. When we had talked about the whole budget situation, that was most likely the reason, because of your jumping ability, which by now apparently, I from what I understand, according to you talking about your training, has vastly improved. So you want to have someone with as much movement as you and speed. And Scotch can pretty much go anywhere. He's not a full frontline, but he can offer you support. This way it leaves the other frontliner and the people in the back a little bit of time to stay close enough to you that we can still support you and not get cleaved.
Yes, this is exactly the sort of acknowledging the strength of others and working with it that this exercise is about, right, Yedrin?
Well, partially, this was exactly what I had in mind, but this is still in the direction.
I mean, if you want, I can send Scotch with you, and if I don't cast anything else, I could send a healing spell with him. Just in case. Though that does kind of leave me a little in the lurch.
But you should be careful about that. It, like any spell you're holding, will discharge the moment you touch it something. And ideally, you probably want to be touching the enemy first. With the pointy end.
Dole's like, I was hoping we would just sing Kumbaya, have some sandwiches, and we'd finally learn where Kato came from and his family life.
I would like to learn more about Kato.
Let's see. From what I understand, Kato's closeted. He thought his father was dead. Then he almost drowned himself when he saw his father.
That was his
that
brother.
was my brother.
Oh, your brother. My bad. But then you found out your father was alive. And dude, you left without even spending more time with them. We could have waited.
Out of character, I forget what we were actually doing at that time.
We were in.
I know we were in Lemsa, but I don't remember why we were.
I think
We were
that was
go-
short.
The only
I think
time
it
you guys have only gone to Limsa is to go get Ark. So you were there
Yeah.
with Azir and Ia getting information before you went to go get him.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
right before we went to Ailport, I believe.
And the Sahagin incident with Miss Tart over there.
Mm-hmm.
I recall it was a little time sensitive when we were there.
Well, when I found Ark, I could tell you it wasn't very time sensitive. Or at least
Admittedly,
not
that's something we had to learn.
admittedly not as time sensitive as another hour wouldn't have hurt.
Well, hindsight is 2020.
I do
Your
find it.
And knowing that they're alive, why haven't you taken any of your off time to go visit? I'm just curious. You don't have to answer that. I'm just curious.
Well, for one, there's no etherite up there.
Where fully is up there? I just know up north.
All I remember was Abalathia's Spine, and it was a village in the northern part.
Yeah.
Out of
it's on the
character,
north-
like basically, do you remember where those towers were where you were going into Voriel?
Mm-hmm.
Like right there.
Jeez.
You mean the ones with the Jub birds?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're never going back there again.
And not like literally right there, but like
Where you left your tail.
along that axis.
It's pretty close to Voriel, so closer to Voriel than it is to Ishgard.
Well,
Like- If I had to point it out on the map, if you look up by the Ishgard, probably right around that area somewhere.
You mean the place where it says Abalathia's Spine?
No, like
yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that region, and we'd probably have to get it out of map to get a better idea of where.
Yeah, and to be fair, that is a complete understandable reason, because that is not a short trip, and that is not an easy trip, is the damn boards proved.
Well, he wouldn't be going as far as the Jub birds, as far as I remember.
Remember they're called Dragon Eaters in this force.
Oh yeah, Dragon Eaters. Excuse me.
We're just shivers at just the name.
Well, no, but they might hang around that area, so like I said, not necessarily a safe trip.
it's
Yeah.
not a very hospitable area. Definitely not one for leisurely trips.
Yeah,
mean,
which dashes my hopes to get to real anytime this millennia.
Adol goes, we could maybe ask a favor if you guys really want to go to Voriel. Do you think Zand would take you?
It's possible. I don't want to. I don't want to take advantage of Alexandria's generosity.
Maybe if you handle the Bahamut thing.
Mm.
Well, we'll have to see what's happening after the Bahamut thing, because the world seems to like tossing stuff at us.
Yeah.
Well, Adol like scratches his back. And says, oh, at this point, I feel bad. We've done something for Rowan. We've done something for Fion. We've all done a lot for Dak.
Mm.
But we haven't done anything for Yedrin or Works or Kato yet. So maybe we should take the time to let them get something they need done out of the way next time. You know,
Of
when we're
course.
not in the middle of the world about to end.
Oh, right. She starts rummaging around in her bag. Know how we didn't get paid for a couple of jobs?
Yeah.
Hopefully this makes up for it, and she starts taking out bags and giving out 13k to everyone.
What's this from?
I sold the airship plans and the circus tower plans that we ended up finding in those ruins.
Not to sound ungrateful, but this is all we got for them?
I did
This
split
is
it.
quite a hefty amount of money altogether.
I did split it 6 ways, and
Yeah, but I mean, like,
for the circus tower plan, I had to haggle a bit. I ended up getting 30K, but we do have the rights to go into Circus Tower first when they open it. If they open
God
it.
damn it.
Well,
Why do we constantly have to fight to get stuff for ourselves?
welcome to being a
Why once can't someone just be, hey, here's 50K, go buy something nice for yourself?
Hey, Walks. Now, let me remind you what a job description is. Hell, you're barely better than mercenary. Well, depending on view, we're better and or worse than mercenaries.
And we've saved the world 3 times, and
Yes.
I
But-
know. I tried to get what I could. He originally offered 20K.
luckily I wasn't there. I would have told him to piss off for the insult.
So, to be fair, Walks, I think saving the world's getting undervalued by how many times it seems to come up in danger.
It's not even our job.
Hell, did we even get paid for like that whole first thing of going down into the sewers of Ul'dah?
I think we did. Out of character, I think we did.
I should have asked for more for what happened.
I'm fairly certain you did, but
Oh, you meant the other time we went there. I thought you were talking about the first time I.
No, I'm talking about the first time where I can crash landing down back to Earth.
You did get a reward though. You got Bahamut.
We almost cleaved clear in half. So you want to whine and complain? I think I win that one.
I think he's more talking about how, from what I could tell from the newspaper, because I wasn't actually there, you guys helped a good bit with like a really big primal, but then again, that prize might have been split up like 50 different ways, considering the number of people that helped.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
next time someone else can get launched up into the stratosphere.
Well,
It wasn't our plan. We went in and helped to bring somebody else's plan to fruition. So,
I actually thought you would have been happy with the 13K. I'm sorry I didn't get
No,
more.
like I said, I don't mean to sound ungrateful. I am grateful for the money. It's just, for something of like that seemed like such a high value thing like that. And okay, yes, we got what, 8K a piece, 6K a piece. I don't even know anymore. 5K a piece from it.
Huh?
We got what, 13K for all of it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, granted, it was one of our easier expeditions, but like, okay, we get to go into the circus tower when it opens. Who knows when the hell that's gonna be? That could be another year and a half down the road.
You're right.
make it out of there alive in general.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah,
Considering the value of money, you're basically complaining about like 5 years' wages.
well, 5 years' wages doesn't buy better equipment.
That does
Golly.
not my gun.
I mean, I was gonna say, if someone brings up the 5-year wages, it's the problem is in all line of work, 5 years wages becomes like 1 week wages, unless we want to like retire.
Yes, I do appreciate you going out and selling the things, but like, I don't know. I feel like we got the low end of the stick on the Circus Tower deal.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna open and they're gonna say, "Hey, you guys can go in first." Oh, why? So we can go clear it out, so you guys can loot whatever we don't get. I mean, we're adventurers. We don't have wants for material things outside of what can help us in the long run of keeping us alive down the road. They're gonna go in there and get oodles of technology and shiny stuff, and they're gonna come out making 5 times more than we are.
Theon sighs and rubs her temples.
Adol just looks around at the entire homestead like,
Oh, it's on the washer.
what?
Merely the homestead was all tournament money.
All Tarts tournament money.
Yes, all Tots tournament money. But you gotta admit, Walks, the kind of money we do make off this kind of stuff is technically a lot. It's just
The white one, not the.
all
White.
problem.
Our lifestyles are a little expensive.
My lifestyle is keeping my ass alive.
Yeah, but when you're fighting dragons and stuff like that, the prices back up.
Yeah, which is why I'm saying, the world needs adventurers. I think it's about time we start getting paid because, the threats aren't getting smaller. We're dealing with world level bullshit on a regular schedule now, and honestly, it's probably only going to get worse from there.
There's only so much money in the world, Works.
Technically,
Well, most of it's in old Da being, being pocketed by the monetarists.
That's true.
technically, depending on what you count as something of worth, there's a lot of money in this world that people aren't touching.
No, and again, going back to the Circus Tower thing, we go in there, we do all the work, and whoever goes after us, collect data or whatever the hell, they get all the glory. I mean, we don't even know what's in there. For all we know, we can go in there, and there's going to be nothing of value to us.
Yes, but we do get to go in first, and we're not doing this job for anyone else. It's not even a job; it's a job for ourselves.
Yeah,
we can take whatever we want,
and it's also if we feel like it. So we, but yes, I understand that. I can sort of agree and even understand that more material wealth would be really welcome, but...
Well, then when we're actually doing there, whenever that is, I say we pick whatever, pick the place clean.
There you go. That's something to look forward to, is it not?
I mean, nowadays it might be easier to carry it, remember those pianos we left back in Ampador?
Those things was sold for a lot.
I'm decently sure nowadays I could probably carry those things out.
You lifted an airship.
Exactly.
To be fair, there were a lot of calculations involved in there, and it wasn't exactly lifting an airship, it was just riding it.
I mean...
Still, an airship was moved from one point to another by one person.
Out of the ice.
It wasn't one person. We all cast a lot of spells on her.
Yeah, that was a group effort, if anything, but mostly Yedrin.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if we went into those pianos again, so to speak, buying them off the floor.
Yedrin goes to town and buys a crowbar.
I already have one.
Oh my god, you do.
Shit. I'll buy a screwdriver. We'll take the thing apart and put it in, the bag of holding.
I think I actually have a lot of minor tools like that.
That's great.
Fumi at this point has moved to Works, and she's basically not sure what to do with him, so she just starts rubbing his shoulders, trying to get the tension out.
Good luck with that. Yedrin, why is your shadow caressing me?
Because my shadow's really close to being Fumi now, so it gets to do what it wants.
And on the note of the shadow caressing Works, I'm outie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, the shadow braided my hair, so I'm not complaining.
And thank you, Fumi, for keeping Todd company while everyone had their powwow.
I think we've made excellent progress today.
Yes, thank you, Kato. Thank you, Dr. Kato.
But yes, I'll try and keep a better watch over people. I'll try and make sure we get paid for jobs.
I'll try not to be so cavalier. I make no promises, though. Hero complex,
Just that
hero
you're willing
complex
to
is hard to
try.
break.
Just say willing to try is good enough.
I think Skull pipes up and goes, Works, I think your biggest thing is you just need to relax. You're very high strung right now, friend.
He hasn't been laid in a while.
I say he needs to get laid.
Does Rowan actually say that?
Yes, she does.
I look at her, I'm just
Peter
like,
also says what I said.
It's like
I didn't hear what Kato
it's
said.
like, okay, we can lay off him a bit.
Yes, we all just can't ooze, we all just can't ooze sexuality like some people.
You realize that I'm not doing this on purpose, that it's part of my echo.
Oh, but it's still a little, upsetting.
But although everyone keep this in mind, sex isn't the only way to relieve stress.
No, it's a damn good way.
Hitting stuff doesn't seem to be working.
Then find a hobby, or I don't know. Anyone of you casters able to cast like water breathing? You want to go on a trip on the sea for a little bit, underwater for a little bit?
With you? No, I'm scared for my life.
No. I will keep
No-
my feet on dry land.
Nothing against you, Hunt. It's what else is under there with you that scares the ever-loving shit out of me.
Oh, come on, the pond's really relaxing, in like a month, and like probably by the end of the month, it's gonna be like really shiny too.
Again, it's not you. It's what follows you. I know what the other shadow is.
Come on, it's not like I've got the one in my head anymore that says eat people.
No, but I'm more about the one that lives underneath the water that can eat me.
Big Serpent's fine. He's actually rather friendly.
I still can't believe you made friends with a giant underwater being.
Honestly, to me, it doesn't even seem that weird.
I mean, it doesn't seem weird, but I'm actually surprised he didn't just eat Yedrin.
I mean, I made friends with Bahamut.
It's
Kind of.
Skull's like underwater thing, the sun, the gods, Bahamut,
Nothing.
nothing
Your
itself.
father and mother.
Par the course for everybody.
I was gonna say, if considering all the like really big bullshit, why are you guys so scared of the friendly Hydra? I mean, sure, he has a bit of bone showing, but he's actually a rather interesting guy. I haven't talked to him much, but he seems really interesting. He knows a lot. Been helping me out. Gave me a big gift.
Son, yes. Understood I'll ever be explained.
Yeah, I'm the dragoon, and she gets she gets the alpha dragon. Go figure.
Bahamut.
Hey.
Bitch.
I'm sorry. Compared to that,
The power of the First Brood is not to be underestimated either.
with the power of the first fruit, hasn't exactly been giving me much help until recently. Plus, it's a very tiny sliver of the power of the first brood. Until I can get to Virreal and talk to other warlords who understand this.
Stop insulting the thing in your head, because,
Yeah,
He might
Toshi and
be
Oh, I give him brownies. He'll be fine.
also works.
brownies won't work.
Also works. This is a point of pessimism. Do you be aware you might not get what you want out for real even? Now, I'm not saying you won't, but don't get hopes up. We all,
Look, if you can point me in the direction of another experienced warlord that knows what the hell's going on, I by all means.
that's the thing, works. I'm so
We
saying
have one on the homestead?
Do we?
no, no, we don't. Oh, so I saw.
One.
Isn't Telki?
No, not really.
He's not. He's a monk, not a dragoon. He wants dragoon.
And not even necessarily. I don't think Tucky even really counts as a traditional warlord. But as I was gonna say, Walks, I mean, I know
haven't seen
you.
him in ages.
Yeah, and Walks, I know you've probably run into people who know warlord stuff, but do you have any guarantees you're gonna find some secret master warlord, or if you're gonna find a bunch of people like you who have figured stuff out their own way?
Wait, that's it. Didn't Alalafal mention something about Arcelos' sister?
Which one?
Arcella?
Arcella, that's the one.
The Dole looks like that's the first time I've heard anything about this.
I don't know. I can't remember if it was mentioned.
Just remind me, how to keep track of the family.
Fair enough.
Dragon Lord, you do still have to figure out what those other ones are doing.
Yeah, no, Walks, I'm just so saying, and don't get hopes up. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. But for all you know, you might be the foremost expert on Warlord of Bahamut.
I'm not looking for ones of Bahamut, I'm looking for ones in general.
Yes, but how do you know that it's transferable?
Dole goes,
A general lesson of, how to synchronize more with your, with the aether of the dragon, or how to pull it without, blowing up your muscle. I mean, okay, granted, I'm learning how to pull the aether correctly this time, but, I could have learned this a year ago when I had it.
And I mean, fair enough. I'm just saying, I gotta be a bit of a pessimist. With the way our life goes, I won't hold up hope that we're gonna find exactly what we need.
Dole
No, but if I could find someone.
chimes in. It's like, Works, you realize the only other warlords that we know of were the ones that did the
I know.
stuff in the woods.
I know.
Oh dear. I'm hoping those aren't like the real, coven or whatever you want to call them. That suck.
No, I suspect this might have something to do with Dragon Song Walk.
I know that could be them, but at the same time, I'm sick of trying to learn all this stuff by myself.
I mean,
Dole,
I'm-
go ahead, Dak.
you're not the only one learning things on their own. I don't have anyone to assist me.
But you have other people you could talk to that can help you assist. I have Bahamut, and even he doesn't know everything.
Dole goes, Works, you were talking about making glory for yourself, right? Think about how
Yes.
great you would be if you figured all this out on your own.
Well, write a book about it.
I'm not that linguistic where I can write a book about it.
Get a ghostwriter.
Plus, I think the Archbishop would have it burned.
My friend Bahamut. I can already see the title.
I mean, that's-
actually, Skull goes, Fionn, you've been talking about wanting to write a book. Works. Why don't you just dictate it to her?
I mean, let's also be entirely honest, folks. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but in my quest to learn a couple different fighting styles of our adventures, I've read some books on both fighting styles and stuff. They're not the best reading. They give you what you want, but they don't have to be good.
No, but not many people get to where they are without someone to help guide them. Someone to give them, lessons, knowledge, experience. I don't have that.
You might have to not find it in just one person. You might have to go to multiple different people to learn different things.
Plus, learning on the job's not too bad. That's how I've learned most of my stuff.
I'm trying to learn on the job. I'm doing like that's what this whole week is. I'm going through and training to better my to be stronger in a different way. Not to just pull all the ether in at one time, but to let it kind of I guess soak in naturally and only use tiny bits of it.
I've noticed you've gone out every single day this week.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that, Dwarves. We're not saying you don't need to try and find some people to get some info from. We're also not saying that. I'm just sort of saying, don't rely on it. You're doing well. You're making progress. Sure, you need Bahamut's help a bit there, but
Adol looks up and goes, Kato, you mostly taught yourself what you know. What is your experience on this?
Well, I didn't teach myself entirely. I started out teaching myself, but then, I did find someone to help.
yeah,
But you've changed tracks now, and you're having to learn that on your own, aren't you?
Yeah, I've kind of developed my own style at this point, I guess you could say. It's play it by ear, really.
by ear and by experience.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do small jobs, figure out what works, what doesn't work.
Yeah, and let's be entirely honest. You learn pretty quick that although there are standardized styles for things, those don't always match to what you need.
There is no cookie cutter fighting style.
It's a long shot, but you could always pray to Halone. Ask her for advice. You may not get an answer, but...
Yeah, I'm not overly religious.
Bahamut then chimes in and works his head and goes, well, excuse me for not wanting you to blow up your heart.
No, I appreciate the help. I'm very appreciative of all the training you've been having me do these past couple of days. And the next couple days.
By the way, you're forgetting a little thing that, my son said to you.
Yeah.
Well,
He called himself the first Worm Lord, you idiot.
and also, if you need someone to help you with the Aether thing, I can try and see if I can help you with that. Even if all it is probably breathing exercises or something.
Yeah, my Bahamut had to give me the very, very basic remedial course on etherical workings.
It's really more about focusing, so you don't just go...
I mean, I can't help you too much with the fighting style thing, because entirely different fighting styles, and busy with my own training and yada yada.
I'm not worried about the fighting style. I'm worried. I'm trying to figure out what this whole Wormlord thing is.
Yeah. Well, I was also basically gonna say, hey, everyone here is willing to help in their own ways. I don't know. Have you ever tried doing some of that stuff in the water? Not because it's water in that. You ever notice how hard it is to do stuff in water?
Resistance training.
Yeah, I didn't exactly have the best place in that in Ishgard, so I never really considered it.
Well, I can teach. If you need to learn how to swim, I can do that too.
Skull then chimes up and goes, so, no, just as a minor thing here that we could all probably do to help out. Has any of us ever thought about asking our various deities, head things, etc. for advice or information?
I don't want to ask mine. That bitch is scary.
Have you met Halone?
Have you met the Void?
Fair.
I try not to ask Thaliak for favors because the pursuit of knowledge is itself something that he.
Besides, Helena gave me this really awesome spear. I'm sure she's going to say I've done you enough favors.
I'm not sure how much Fumi knows beyond what I know, although they know some unique tricks of their own. And I guess I could ask the Hydra what he knows, but I'm not sure how much he. I also don't like bugging people.
The Earth Elementals gave me an idea of how to protect the homestead a bit, I suppose, or at least giving the fairies a home.
Wait, you mean the elementals told you something without being cryptic for once?
They just told me to plant trees around the homestead.
It still seems pretty straightforward, comparatively.
Comparatively.
Yeah, what is with that with like the higher deities and being overly cryptic?
My guess. Boredom.
I think, at least in my case, it's they don't contact me all that much, so they don't overwhelm my senses.
Dole kind of goes, my guess is it's a linguistic problem.
Yes.
That their language hasn't evolved like ours is, so they're speaking archaically, and it sounds really weird to us, but makes perfect sense to them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it that hard? Is that hard to say? Go here, make boom.
Hey, mine is the dragon that's in the sun. So, it's not like...
Works. I want you to think about what you just said. Now, imagine that you're someone from Doma saying that same thing in their language to somebody in Ishgard.
Alright, point taken.
Either that, or imagine you're looking at a world map and you don't know any of the names, and you're trying to point them somewhere.
Yamete, stop it. Stuff like that.
Besides, what does boom mean?
Boom.
Boom, the thing you're good at?
Big bada boom?
Yes. Thank you, Lilo. I'm sorry, it was there. I had to take it.
Of course, I had to put it there.
Yeah. Thing is, we can't really tell why they're all cryptic and/or don't explain things straight and/or don't know as much as they should. We have to.
Too bit Mortal's confused.
Yeah, so we have to accept it and walk around it as best we can.
Not like it just lets me relax.
But yeah, something we can do is ask our patrons about other patrons and or other people with patrons' problems and see if they know some different things. There's no guarantee any of them are gonna know anything or be able to explain it, but we can.
Zol says, I can think of two people that might know something. One of them's probably gonna answer like one of our deities. The other one, it's a stretch.
Go on.
You could ask Azir, because he's been fucking everywhere.
Now, when you say fucking everywhere...
Not literally, that is not in his interests.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've gone like 10 minutes without being a jackass. I couldn't help myself.
I was going to say, that's not in his wheelhouse.
He wanted to, but he doesn't want to.
No touchy.
The other one that we can ask is... One of my brothers is a guide up in Dravania. Maybe he heard something?
The only thing I know about Wormlords was there was Brienne.
Talk to her, got nowhere.
And what was his name? Hagelin? But he went off to Voril.
Yeah.
And I know absolutely jack shit.
Granted, he could be anywhere now at this point.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, well, I mean,
We're all grasping at straws here to help you, Works. We want to help you, but for all intents and
You're not
purposes,
making
you have.
it very easy.
Well, no, it's not even that he's not making it easy. He's got the most complicated one out of everybody here. Kato, we just have to get you back to your family.
Hello, the sun.
Rowan, but that's not a problem for you, though, is it?
I can talk to the sun, and as much as I love my baby, and I scratch the baby's ears while he's eating something wrapped in bacon.
sun give you power. Power go boom. There, solved.
Oh my god, Rowan's solar powered.
You just
Sorry,
gave me
that
the best and worst pun for a Celestial Warlock I see, Jack. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that just was a realization that she's solar powered. Oh my god.
yeah, and I think the thing is, well, that he's not saying your thing isn't complex in its own way. It's just, it's not complex against you at the moment.
It's not causing you an existential crisis.
Rubs my baby, whatever.
Or is it? Is it causing you an existential crisis? Like, is the sun taunting you about not existing to it?
Do we need to beat up the
Are
sun?
you if this is taunting me? Really?
Do we need to blow up the sun?
No.
Look, we have no
Wasn't that a Aurelian prophecy?
Yeah, look, we have no idea what the sun's like, so we can't tell if it's causing you problems with just saying it's the sun.
It's a shame that Colby just got up and left after we resurrected his ass.
Skull just holds up his
What?
hand. Okay, let's go around the circle. Who here has a problem or something going on in their life that they want fixed or an answer to that we can try to work towards? Works will skip you because obviously you want to go figure out the Warlord stuff.
Oh, there's a lot of problems. I couldn't narrow it down to about 5.
Everyone gets one.
One problem. We'll solve them in order.
I got one for you.
Okay, we'll start with Rowan.
Sir Emmerich is too far damn away. He needs to be in that house.
Okay,
Oh,
okay. I'm not gonna be a part of this conversation anymore.
Related problems.
Okay, I do Works as like little like way I Works. I don't do your your stupid jokes well. That was really just meant to make people laugh.
well, it worked.
Okay, but seriously, what is something that you want solved that we can work towards?
Me?
Sure.
Helping to protect my home.
Okay, so
And I in this one, the first time I was ever in Ishgard, I saw Helone. I saw visions of my parents leaving, and when I came back, I felt I was home, even though I hide a big part of me at the moment because of the dragon songs. It's just, it always felt like there was a part of me that was missing. And I love my parents. I love how they tried to protect me. Fucking Gridania and the whole Duskright thing.
Hmm.
There, it just... And I know that you guys, and I motioned to Fiona and Works, you have bad memories of it, and for good reason. I'm not discounting any of those. But for me, walking into a place and being a part of something that my parents have always mentioned and talked about, because I am a member of a high house. You know, that doesn't have as much to do that as I know how much pressure that my uncle is under right now. They're trying to make so many changes, and the dragons aren't helping. And while we all know not all dragons are bad, the dragons that are bad are really bad.
Hey, Rowan, can I ask you a very serious question?
Yeah.
Why do you want to help Ishgard when half them would, just because you have draconic blood in you, would kill you without a second thought and go home with a smile on their face?
Ishgard is itself changing, Watson.
It's
Even
fine.
myself,
It is, but there's still those people, and I'm pretty sure there's still a good number of them that have that mindset.
some are resistant to change, but that's not to damn the rest of them.
Work.
That's precisely why there are those among the heretics who fight against the forces of Nidhogg.
You know, again, it comes with the matter of, you know, yeah, okay, I was the daughter of a high-ranking military official in Gridania, but I was raised with prestige, with not so much prestige, but with ease and you know, no worries about certain things. But I'm a Duskrite. Half of Gridania hated me anyway because I'm a Duskrite.
She's
So
a
why
beloved
do
member of a high house. If she were to be taken by the Inquisition,
if I were to be taken by them, they would destroy my high house. My family would be whatever. But the reason why I want to help them is not so much because of that, but as so much as it's like, look, dragons aren't all bad. You know, you might hate me, but I'm going to use my ability to protect where I come from.
Well, since my parents are out of Ishgard, I can give less of a shit what happens to it.
Kato headed back to his home. He probably took a number of sandwiches with him.
I stand by what I'm saying. If they don't see someone who is willing to put themselves on the line, even though they know that, even though that person who's doing it knows that at any moment they can turn and toss them into witch's drop. But if they don't see people making a change and stepping up and doing what they can, it's not going to change. They're talking about reformation. That's all well and good, but there's still a lot of other things. But that's the place to start with it. And I hope that maybe the possibility of leading by example and fighting to protect somewhere where I was only born there. I never grew up there. But there's sure as hell no way I'll fight this hard. I would want to fight that hard to protect Gridania. Because they're nothing but a bunch of spineless, racist sons of bitches, only empowered by even worse racist bastards.
I mean, you just perfectly described Ishgard to a T.
But Ishgard is not being threatened as Gridania is.
Other way around.
Destroyed. I don't want to see where I come from in rubbles because of the dragon. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, that got a little heavy. Edrin, what's something we can help you with?
Let's see, Hydrophance being a Hydrophance, so not much there. Fumi is, I think, the biggest thing towards my end is probably the fact that I'm still subject to ninja assassination. It's the same as my family.
Do they know who you are?
Yes, they know who I am. I was pretty surprised about that too, considering I have a different name, I'm much older, and I probably look many times different.
No, I meant the absolute scary bullshit that comes with you, and what happens to anyone that decides to cross your path.
I believe that's a newer thing that popped up.
That's a newer thing, and plus one more for you. Religion.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, okay.
But yes, I'm not sure how to handle that, because it's sort of an extension of, it'd be nice to know more about all that shit, but the only way to find out about that shit is the people who are willing to kill me, and maybe my family, who are also subject to assassination at any given point, and are currently stuck in Alamigo.
Couldn't we hire the ninjas from Urabe to, counter ninja them?
Robbie's, I'm pretty sure, staying at he's helping train me, but I think it's partially a neutral party because the ninjas that want to kill me are former students.
Can we get the ones that Urabe has down to, counter ninja them?
I'm pretty sure we can't pay what Urabe pays them.
That's true.
Okay, so if I'm getting that right, you want us to help protect your life and maybe get your parents back?
Oh, I can relate to that, so, you got my support.
It's not even necessarily get them back, it's get them somewhere safer than Alamigo.
Again, I can relate to that, so you have my full support. I was lucky that, with Zan and the spaceship.
And yes, I know I probably could have brought this all up much sooner, but you gotta admit, the thought of this group going to Alamigo is nightmare-inducing.
Yeah.
I give us a week until you make a scene and then see those pops up on top of our heads.
A week? Man, that's giving us a lot of time. I give us 3 hours.
Exactly.
It'll either be me or Rowan that starts it.
Dramatic? What the hell are you talking about?
The Crown Prince is most likely already aware of us through intelligence on the tournaments.
Oh yeah, I
It
know.
would not last a
You
day.
know how it works?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a little bit of fun coming up.
yeah. But yes, you get the idea. I could have brought this up at any time, but one, we're not the stealthiest group, and two, once we made a name for ourselves, it got worse. So I have no idea how to approach this.
That's 3 of us works. We know what you want, and I assure you all of us will continue doing our best to help you with that.
Can we place that as a long-term goal and we work on something more of a short-term goal?
Sure. What's your short-term goal?
I don't know. I want to become, trying to think how to word this.
If you're gonna say famous, you already are.
No, not famous. More desirable. Like not even as like a vanity thing. Just the comment earlier Rowan made about Emmerich. It hits a sore spot because it's like how do I compete with guys like that? And I can't rely on my good looks because I open my mouth and that goes out the door.
Then maybe that's what you should work on first.
Well, either that or how you carry yourself, because
Skull and Gold just hold their hands up like.
Although I'm probably not the best person to ask. You probably want to talk to, I don't know, Bowen, Todd, Fiona.
No
Anyone
offense to Rome, but no, we are not going down that road.
But,
I could not give you advice.
I think that's a Adol's like, I think that's an ARC or my dad question or
I think you're.
personal?
Did you?
Works just
really
works just looks at him when he
tell
says personal. It's like,
Or
That-
no,
There's a little bit
No.
of bad blood
a
between them.
million times.
okay,
No.
okay.
how about Lancelot or Siegfried instead if you're going to go from that group?
For that
No, I'm
group,
like the only person in the world that can't stand Lancelot. He's going to tell me to go be a stripper somewhere.
I have an idea.
And-
How about we send him to Tamar and let her sort him out?
To who?
Tomorrow.
Timurl. One of Dad's exes.
Azir's mom, the one that made you pop a boner in the middle of the street in Opernaeus when you broke that chick's nose.
Yeah. It's like, and quite honestly, Adol, to your dad, I feel like, I feel like I feel like that would be another extreme. There would be no middle ground. It's either you're going to be undesirable or no.
Mother
Don't get me wrong. He's.
Mother Mion?
I feel like we give her. I feel like she deals with us enough on a regular basis.
Oh, it's not like I'm going to ask you to go talk to my dad.
I'm pretty sure your dad still hates me.
My dad doesn't hate you. In fact, the fact that we're broken up would make it even better.
Yeah. Again.
Okay,
Look,
so
think of-
my dad and Ark and the sons are out of the question. I don't know what I could tell you that they wouldn't. He looks at Skull and Skull's like, So, weren't you friends with one of the Heavens Ward?
Oh yeah, the one that gave Fiona a bunch of books and stuff that was actually rather nice to us. Didn't we get along with him?
Yeah. I mean, there's.
Which one was that again? I can't remember names.
Wasn't it Polycran?
No, it was Ignace.
Oh, Ignace, right.
Was Ignace the one who had the Spear of Light?
No. If you're talking about in game, that was
No. I'm talking about like the Spear of Light when we went to Greenwrath.
Well, I was wondering more wasn't he? Are we thinking of two different ones? Was he the nice guy who joined the jousting too?
I'm thinking of the one you guys met during the tournament who
Yeah.
who basically broke down in tears because all of the Dragoons lost the jousting tournament.
That would have been that probably would have been Ignace.
Yeah, that was Ignace. Because he
Oh,
also
well, you think
he also brought Fiona cookbooks.
Yeah. Or were you
Yeah.
thinking of someone else?
I was thinking whoever had that really cool blue ethereal spear going up at the Greenwrath with all of them. Because honestly, if I go talk to Heaven's Word, it's going to be about that.
But yeah, I was just trying to remember one of the spear users of the Heaven's Ward off the top of my head, and Polycrane was the first one that came to mind. And that's probably not a good influence.
Are you thinking about Vermoldrin, the redheaded one that was walking around with two spears?
Probably.
No.
No, I'm talking about Works.
I think so. But that was a crazy day. Don't always remember everyone's names.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
Yeah, if you don't want to ask any familial relations within the party, you're gonna have to think of people we know, and apparently we know.
Well,
You know,
again,
thought
I
there was-
would ask people in the.
I think I know one person you could ask.
Who would that be?
Could ask Camilla.
Just looks over to Rowan. Oh, she'd hate that. I might just do it.
And if you're going that
I think
direction,
she might serve as a cautionary example.
Dax just face palms.
Rowan just gets up and walks away.
if you're gonna go that direction, you might as well go ask, I don't know, Gaius.
Gaius is really although it would be nice to have dinner with Gaius again.
Legatus is certainly charismatic.
I was gonna say, it's not. If you're trying to be smooth, the guy probably knows smooth.
Well, he's probably gonna calm down the political bullshit that comes out of Opernaeus. Or not Opernaeus, the Empire.
Garlewald.
Yeah,
He trusted in his own diplomacy enough to go up to Volviel alone.
that's true.
I don't think that was quite trusting his diplomacy.
I know it was partially desperation, but the fact that he was willing to try shows some level of confidence.
Isn't Cam in his legion?
Mm-hmm.
Two birds with one stone.
But really, are you sure you want to just spite Rowan like that? Because this.
Oh no!
I think he meant Camilla would hate it.
No, I think it was the other way around.
If Rowan's going to take playful jabs at me, I'm going to take playful jabs at her.
Okay. To avoid any more anger, I have only two other suggestions. One of them, I don't know where he is. You could go talk to Lou. I'm sure he's very popular with women. Or you can go talk to Ardbert.
I think that's because he was a strong silent type that's good at everything.
Well, you can go talk to Ardbert.
I haven't talked to Ardbert in a while. Actually, could do it paying him a visit. Go tracking him down into their venturing group. They're always on the move.
Well,
yes, I would like to go out and go talk to Ardbert. I haven't seen him since the tournament.
Here's the thing, Walks. Here's the thing. We just gave you 10 options.
Yes, and I'm taking them into consideration. Yes, I'm taking out the ones that I think would be a little on the extreme side, your father. I think that might be a little on the extreme. Lancelot and the rest of the sons. Well, you did say Siegfried. Siegfried's one of the ones I can actually stand.
Well, yes,
it's almost to be fair, we only really talked to three of them.
That's true.
Yeah. And so Walks, this isn't something you have to rush. We have no idea how things are gonna go, so
but like I said, for real is a long-term goal. That's something that it's going to happen longer down the road. But I can work on my self-image now.
Yeah, I'm just saying you don't have to rush it. You can take a day or two to think out who you want to approach or find out where everyone is.
Skull eventually rubs his face and goes, "You know what works? Just find someone that will accept you for who you are. You don't really need to go out and, change yourself to..."
No, but it wouldn't hurt to help improve my confidence when,
But won't that just be superficial and make your confidence worse?
Excuse me, I think I need to go put out a fire. Stands up and goes.
Oh, let me join you.
No, but I overthink what I'm going to say, and I usually wind up saying the wrong thing.
Well, here's the thing, Walks. If the person can't accept it, you're a bit awkward. How are you going to live with them for more than a month?
Please tell her not to burn my trees.
No, it's just on have more confidence in myself, not just as a fighter, but as a person. To not freeze up or, constantly say the wrong thing. And, yes, maybe getting myself to be able to talk to, women more might help me with, other issues with, my communication. Because, yes, I will admit, my communication is utter shit.
I mean, if you want experience talking to people, you can just go bar diving for like a couple days.
I mean,
The first step to a good relationship and, well, good self-confidence is, in fact, communication. Look at Dak and I as an example of how not to do it for years and then making up for lost time.
Dak kind of looks away and rubs her head.
At the same time, I don't want to get to the point that me and Rowan were. That relationship was just... It was a mess.
I think we've gotten as far as we're going to get tonight. Adolph.
No, but
quietly, and he starts getting up.
but I do appreciate the ideas and kind of give me a starting point to go. So we'll worry about getting through this Bahamut stuff, and then we can think about where to go from there. But at least I have some stuff to think about when I'm not busting my ass trying to learn how to be a dragoon.
Okay, well, works. Rowan's setting stuff on fire. Can you go apologize, maybe? Please?
Sure, I will try.
If it looks like she's gonna be angry at you overmuch, just leave and then he'll cool down.
Dak, can you cast resist elements on me?
I don't know how well that'll work against her, but sure.
If it prevents me from being scorched into a smoldering pile of ash,
Actually, I can't remember.
Before I can even get a word out?
I'm going to say this works not only for your sake, but for the sake of all of us and our continued well-being.
Oh, I shouldn't be laughing. I shouldn't be doing this.
Just as I don't ask you to think before you speak all the time. I certainly don't. And I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I will say you have no reason to be really jealous of anything that's going on anywhere. I think we're all close enough friends that we can get over it and work through it. I understand she's your ex, but maybe just... I know this is going to suck, and I couldn't imagine being in the same situation. Maybe just act like it never happened.
I shouldn't even... I don't know. There's days I completely regret even asking her in the first place.
The other thing...
Not for any other reason than just how things ended, and...
The other thing that I'm going to say is... just be supportive. Even if you don't find a joke particularly funny, just laugh. It'll be okay.
But you really should probably go apologize to her before she burns down the inn and the homestead and everything but her own home.
I'll go talk to her.
God damn it! Why isn't Ark here? He was fireproof.
Because he knows when to leave.
He's the only one who knows when to leave.
I was gonna say, as soon as walks away, it's just like, oh, the whole Todd and Virgin, it's just like, well, I have no idea if that went well or not.
I think that went about as well as we thought it was going to.
About as well as expected.
A little better,
Okay.
actually. We got some information out of Kato.
That's true.
He didn't stick around long enough for us to get more, which I was hoping for, but
Wait. Dodol's like, wait. There were some good things that happened here. There was a lot of good things.
Yeah.
It started out rough. It leveled out in the middle, and then we had some good connections and people getting to speak their mind, and then
I think at
then
the
it
very
fell apart.
least, Works got to release some mental steam.
yeah. Should we do this more often, or like, I'm not saying before Bahamut's done or anything, or maybe, but like,
How about we just pay some money to Connie and let her handle it?
I think we tried that, but then some. I know, for instance, Rowan won't go for that one.
No, just throw Works at her. I think.
I don't know. Works isn't fireproof.
No. Throw Works at Connie-san.
Oh. Okay.
Let Connie try and work it out. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
just-
an option,
We'll
but
let Connie work out Works' issues. We'll let Alize and Rowan continue bonding. Maybe we'll let them go talk to Marowib at some point. I'm sure they have a shared interest in explosions and guns.
If she doesn't shoot us.
oh yeah, did you ever?
Primal.
Oh yeah, did you ever explain why Marowib shot you?
I think we mentioned the wanted posters.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, we had
That's what-
wanted posters
Oh.
for everyone.
So, should I write Limsa off my travel list?
That would be a good idea, yes.
Well, they weren't posted, were they?
No.
Some of them were.
I think they took those down.
But if the leader doesn't like us much, then I might want to avoid pissing them off by doing too much over there in the first place. So
She gave us a warning shot.
yeah. But then again, I'm also the one most closely water influenced in the group, and I'm not sure of how safe that would be over there.
Probably for the best you don't go.
Exactly.
Speaking of Yojin, that actually brings up a good idea of something that you can do if you want to make extra money. I'm just throwing this out here. You can breathe underwater, right?
Yep.
Have you thought maybe sending a letter to Limsa or one of the other nations and acting as, a covert courier?
I mean, if you get a haversack, it would keep things dry.
I already have one. It's an interesting idea. It's just the amount of time versus the amount of adventuring, and two, although I am good in water, you gotta admit there's some scary stuff down there for when you're like alone.
Yeah.
I mean, I can probably handle a shock or two, but if a Megalodon comes around,
I think you would still win.
possible,
To be quite honest.
possible, but Megalodon's not near the worst thing.
I think you've met the worst thing in the water.
Both of them, technically, maybe, but actually, no. I think the Hydra mentioned worst laying below.
Oh.
Yeah, he stopped me from going down too deep and said something along the lines of, yeah, if you go any deeper, you're dead.
Okay.
Has Rowan
That's
stopped
okay.
it? Has Rowan stopped exploding things yet?
Nope.
Fiona is going to continue counterspelling things.
Like
Christ.
just your skull, like, Rowan, we paid for all of this. No, at least go to the desert.
Nice.
Rowan's not hitting anything.
Yeah, but what are you hitting with your stuff? You're gonna hit something.
And even if it's in your backyard, I'm not sure if you want a crater for a backyard.
It's okay. She'll just have Dak fill it up.
Is there a lake in my backyard?
Rip Yedrin's Lake.
I was gonna say, don't miss my pond. I'm still paying to make it
And
look
this
pretty.
is why I'm counterspelling.
Counterspell.
I'm still paying off.
Cast lightning bolt on the pond, and then it's just burp as all the fish boop up. I know
Plus,
it
I'm
doesn't work that way, but still.
Plus, I'm really not sure if you want to disturb the pond, because I'm pretty sure I mentioned to people that something weird's going on at the pond.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't guarantee anything, but like seriously, I'd worry about something coming out of the pond.
Oh, hi, Cthulhu.
I'm just imagining that Rowan's just beating the shit out of like Works' target dummy.
It's like, okay, that's fair enough.
It's really close to my house, though.
Uh-huh.
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 It's also something you own.
I wouldn't attack the house though, because his parents are there.
Yeah.
Well, I thought his parents took my old house. Plus, my house is in
did.
the pond. Please don't blow up my house.
What the hell? No, 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 no!
I've got to stop taking my baths during Peter's shenanigans. So are you going to apologize, Works?
Yes, Works is going to apologize.
And here comes another lightning bolt.
Oh my god.
Works looks up. Rowan, I'm sorry for what I said.
Really? Really? Really?
The comment you made about Emmerich hit a sore spot, and I tried to jab back.
Probably just cast on you.
Works stands there and says, "Fine, I'll throw whatever you want out of me."
I don't think you can stop that one, Fiona.
No.
That's the consort.
Oh no, that's spell like ability shit.
Uh-huh.
Kid,
That's not only works.
Well,
Works just stands there and takes it. Like,
I mean,
The doll's like, come on! Don't set the grass on fire!
I'm going to tell you one thing. I don't care who you screw around with, who you do anything with. I really could care less. I could care less if you brought her and did it right in front of all of us. Doesn't bother me. But you bring up that bitch. You bring up the name of that fucking Makote who needs to die. And you honestly think that saying sorry to me is going to make me feel any better.
if
You
you want
bring
to be,
To the person who ripped out my soul. You honestly think that by saying her name is a little jab. A jab is a freaking joking around about Emmerich, not joking around about the person that made me lose my fire, lose my ability, rip my soul out of my chest. Talk about shoving your foot in your fucking mouth. You shove both feet in that fucking tail of yours.
Dole's ears lay down. I didn't realize all that had happened. I am so sorry. Are you saying this to Dak?
Dax got her ears down too. She's kind of shrinking down a bit.
It's like, I am so sorry.
With like
Fine.
every yell, she kind of flinches.
fine, if it makes you feel better, I'll take you to my secret spot in the woods, and you can hit me with whatever you want.
Your secret fucking spot in the woods, because then you might not come back out.
Then so be it.
You are such an ass. You're sitting
Yes.
there, you're sitting there saying you want to be better. Yeah? That's the one person's name you never bring up around me.
Then I won't. I won't do it ever again.
Good. Now go the fuck away.
No.
Okay. God. Dole's like just pulling Dak away.
Yeah.
Then I will. Rowan teleports, and she teleports to Ishgard. Poops.
Thank you for the snacks and everything, Yedrin. We're gonna go.
Thanks. Yedrin, had fun. Good talk.
Yeah.
Rourke just walks by and takes a few things. I'll be back in the morning.
Okay, be careful.
Yeah, well, I don't plan on it.
Yeah, at this point,
Skull's
just like
just
stop.
Yedrin! Water cube before the grass burns away!
Hold on. Oh, misclick.
I was gonna say, hey, Yejin probably grabs their alcohol out of their bag and starts drinking a bit while walking over to help.
Just imagine pointing your finger like a freaking garden hose.
Oh.
Actually, Rourke walks in his house, grabs a few things, and is like, I'll be back for meals, but I'll see you guys at the end of the week. I'm staying out of the woods for a few days.
All right.
Okay.
If you honestly need me, you know how to find me, but please, try not to need me.
Okay.
Okay. At that point, Alize walks out and says, "What?" Like bleary-eyed, like, what was with all the? Why are things on fire?
We're working on it.
Okay.
I just went a little late.
I didn't catch that. What?
I said Rowan just went a little late shit.
A little
yeah,
bit.
a little
Yeah.
bit.
You know that. But
Oh my
Not out
God.
of character.
Not out of
at all,
character,
though.
but it's just like we were having we were doing so good.
Yeah. Although I got a question out of character real quick. Is it all because of the soul thing, which is like basically an accident, or is it partially because the future sight also painted to us a huge problem?
What was that?
I was wondering if it's all the soul thing, or if it's because partially part of it's the future sight painted to us a huge future problem. Because
Probably both. Like, not to speak for your own, but probably both.
yeah,
no. It's all the soul thing. They ripped out my soul, took away my abilities because of her stupidity.
Yeah.
but yeah, gotta admit, a lot the equivalents happened for basically everyone in the party.
I almost died.
No, she almost kills the other one, but they didn't take anything else from anybody at that point because I was the one that got affected the most by it.
I know. They took my happiness away, but that
No,
was
I
one
think-
thing.
I think they took all of Todd's emotions. They heavily caused me and Cardo. They beat Rourke into the ground. They took your soul. They were planning on having us all kill Cam.
If we were a little bit more gray in our morals, probably would have.
If I'm remembering right, Kato and Yedrin basically got cursed, so they only had 1 HP and were in constant pain.
No, no, one of them got cursed. The other one got
No, I was the one
got
that was
ripped
stuck-
open.
Yeah, I got ripped open and caused to be stuck at 1 HP. Cardo got caused with extreme bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he would have got my dice.
Works got a coin toss, won, and then got punched out.
No,
Rowan-
I got my teeth kicked down my throat.
that. Yeah.
He beat you up and then said, "Here's a wish."
You know.
It's like
Took my happiness, took Rowan's soul and babyishness, baby, Durgan.
Took my soul, took
Oh
my
yeah, didn't Works' wish manage to fix everything?
Yes,
it was,
but we still remember.
He
Right.
basically held me at gunpoint and said, "Wish for this." Okay, I wish for that.
that was
Yeah,
essentially what he
and-
did. Is he grabbed him and said, "You will wish for this, or I will kill you."
Yeah, I think no one got off, and the only reason it seems that Cam got off is because we were called off before Woven got caught off.
Oh yeah, the thing specifically said, "I did all of this to put them on you.
Now run, coward.
And she bravely ran away. Meanwhile, Fiona was just like, oh, what in the hell's happened?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
At this point, Alize looks at you all and goes, anyway, I have one of my contacts coming out, tomorrow or the next day. They said they've been cross-referencing some information and data for us, and would be able to tell us how to get back in.
Well, on one hand, I'm a bit concerned that there's another way in. On the other, there's a lot that still needs to be done, so
I'm
I suppose
Well,
that's
they
the
said
best.
basically, for reference, they essentially said that, you know, the burning shelf,
Yes.
you know, all the crystals that are like that all around the world.
Yes.
Apparently, any one of those, when attuned properly, can be basically an aetherite inside.
Considering source them, as I've heard, that does make sense. That said, if we're coming tomorrow, could you teach me that make hold spell?
Did you ask Dak something?
Huh?
Yeah.
You-
Oh, I thought
Can
I
you
had
teach me
left.
that make hold spell?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. I'm sorry.
You're cutting up a lot.
Damn shit.
You're getting a little robot-y, I think.
Yeah. But I think she said she wants you to learn the whole person spell.
No. Let me type it out.
Okay. I think I can.
Out of pure curiosity, do you think after the contact you have to leave right away, or things can have a little bit to calm down? Because
I think we'll have some time to calm down. They haven't verified anything yet.
okay.
I believe you've all met my contact.
Who is it?
Fiona, do you want to try speaking again?
Oh? Who is it?
You sound perfectly clear now.
Yep.
She goes,
Weird.
Urianger of the Scions?
Oh, well then.
He did say that he was bringing some guests as well. A few members of the Saints of, the Sons of Saint Cornac.
Oh, that's who I sold the circus tower plans to.
Well, that'll, at least make things a little smoother, I guess.
All the more imperative we fix everything then.
I don't think anything's going to be fixed until the end of the week at minimum.
I think Fiona's talking about the landscaping.
Ah. I can try my best to fix the landscape.
Well, I'll be there with you.
Also, I can teach you. I can help with that spell, but I would need to wait until tomorrow because I need to ask my wandering spirit companion about it.
Very well, I'll make do with Move Earth for now.
What happened?
Team building.
Yeah, team building exercise. There was a joke that really shouldn't have been made, and feelings were hurt. Is a very simplified version.
Oh, okay.
Just
All right. Well, I'm going to go back to bed now. Good night.
I think I'm gonna go to bed too.
Sleep well. I'll try to fix everything, and I'll be sure not to make too much noise.
If you want to wait, Fiona, we can do it in the morning.
May as well do it now, so I can cast the spells bright and early again tomorrow.
All right, I will get what you can. How's that?
Adol's just rubbing his face. It's like, okay, so correct me if I'm wrong on this now. Dak, there's you, the emotional center. There's Fiona, the brains. There's Gedrin, the muscle. There's Kato, the quiet one. Works the...
I pick comic relief, but this is clearly not going to work.
There's Works, and then there's the one with anger issues.
The fiery bitch from hell.
So, where are you going with this one?
We only need 7 more people, and then we can open the gate to hell.
Oh shit, we know tunnels for that.
Adol's just rubbing his head, and he's like, I honestly don't know where I'm going with this, but this has got to be one of the strangest adventuring parties I've ever seen.
I'm pretty sure they're stranger.
I'm not sure. It's going to be up there. You gotta admit.
Yeah.
Strange is a bad word. Dysfunctional.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
we
Oh,
got
yeah.
that
Oh,
in spades.
Oh yeah, no,
No question.
that was what I was
And
trying to...
I would say I want to protect you, but I don't want to upset Rowan further. Because
no,
you,
I got
you
you.
are, you know, and I mean this as sincerely as possible. You are a very strong, independent woman.
That's not what Rome was getting at. She was getting at the blinders.
He got that afterwards, but he's still just kind of like the way you had said it the first time. Forgive me for this, but the way Skull and Adol took it when you said it the first time, because this is how I took it, was out of like, it was a jealousy thing. That's how they took it. Until you explained it, and they went, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, at first Dak was taking it as is insulting to Dak. And then, you started explaining. It's like, oh, okay, no, I got that. Oh, okay.
That makes a whole lot more sense.
Yeah.
Good God, our group needs some communication lessons.
Yeah.
I was...
It's okay.
It's
You're
okay.
trying.
Actually, like it was great. It was great role playing, and it was also great on the side of like these are long-standing issues that needed to be addressed.
I know. That was partially in character. It's like I wanted to try and get everyone to know each other better, and it's like it sort of backfired.
To be fair, every time you guys have had one of these, it backfires.
The thing is, we haven't had these that often. It's just
You've had
Like we-
you've had 4, and every time you've done it, Rowan has stormed off because work says something dumb that pisses her off.
fair. We don't have it that often. It seems like we don't do it because it only happens like once every couple months.
Or forgive me, you've had 3 where Works has said something dumb that's pissed Rowan off. 1, she's just unholy, like just hates Kani-sana.
Mm-hmm.
She just does not like Kani-sana. What for any number of reasons. Rowan has her reasons, but it's still just kind of like you had the Kani-sana therapy session where everyone actually had a good time except Rowan.
Even in the Kani-sana therapy session, we didn't even go that deep into anything. So it's like, I think it's one of the deepest ones we did, and then it backfired.
Mm-hmm.
But again, keep in mind one of the reasons why she hates Connie
Is
that
because
she-
Gridania.
is because Gridania, and she doesn't really see Connie as an effective leader because she's just a child being let